We already have Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia. Then we can add more.
Bring back the old Majapahit Empire. For Europeans, the Roman Empire. For us, it's the Majapahit Empire. We almost had it. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And usually I would be with the hottest weather in the UK, but today we instead have the Singaporean Battle Spirits champion, Wilson. Welcome back to the podcast. Hi.
Oh, hello. Hi, everyone.
Yay.
I'm Zodas. Currently still playing Battle Spirit, now joining Theo for a session today. So nice to meet everyone here.
Yay. So how was your journey as being a Malaysian Singaporean Battle Spirits champion?
Whoa. That get old. So it was pretty good actually. Like I think at the moment, the current season of the Battle Spirit, I really like the meta. So I've been playing a little bit more than usual. Recently I think it's like a few months ago, we finished the 3-on-3, and then we qualified. Then at that end of that period, the meta kind of still remains the same, so I don't play as much anymore. Now I'm just waiting for like the next coming set to try out the ultimate deck.
Nice. But yeah, actually, like the Galaxian set is also kind of interesting, right? Because now
Galaxian is Galaxian. I would say is really a nostalgic bait, like from a business perspective. But if you were to talk about the power levels, I think right now the Galaxian is like one of the best decks that you can possibly bring in the tournament. It do have its own pros and cons, which we probably don't cover as much here. But the deck it's very easy to pick up, and if you are interested, it has a very high skill ceiling. At the same time, the deck building is pretty easy. Yeah, because the deck kind of plays itself out just like the old version of the Galaxian. However, the new Galaxian has much more varieties and also some of the cards that really just increase the value. Just like, for example, you get to change or if I recall properly, it's basically your follower or your Emperor Galaxians, and you change it to cost 5. And the moment you have a certain reduction on the board, you pretty much just play the game at a faster pace than everyone else. You're like playing Duel Masters at this
playing
point.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh and Duel Masters. You just it's a very fast game, and I have some feedback like from a few of my friends that the deck is actually insane. The deck is very fast, and you can't really match it with, like, let's say you're playing Yamato. You may have some difficulty keeping up with it with the Galaxian decks, especially if you don't do something about their nexus. Not to mention because Galaxian has innate searches, and also their Groundwalkers has a few tools like hand protections, attack step ending. The deck itself is pretty much just upgraded version of the version that we've always been playing. Honestly, there's really nothing much to cover about the deck. The deck is just a fresh upgrade, and the difference this time now is the flexibility in the deck pick. So the old Galaxians, you are used to, you are kind of bind by the traits of Galaxians. You don't get to play as much of the cards, the flex cards that is non-Galaxians, because of the requirement that the deck needs to have Galaxians either on your top decks or ability to search or to proc to activate some of the effects. For this Galaxian now, you no longer kind of care. You can pretty much flex as much as you want, so long as you don't destroy the deck structure. So the flexibility and the options you get is now way more than you can imagine. So this deck is gonna stay in the meta for quite a long time. Hopefully, I guess. But if you were to say if there is a way to beat it, yeah, there's definitely a few ways to beat the deck. I don't think the deck is that hard to counter. Maybe not to say beat the deck like 100% counter pick of choice of cards. Unfortunately, I don't think there is. The deck is just really, really fast. If you don't have the right card at the right time, he might just pop you off, and then you just hopefully you can make sure he run out of gas real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah. Cause like my friend kind of like I have a friend who now plays in Malaysia, right? And then he just finished building his Galaxian because he's a Galaxian fan. Then,
yeah.
And then he tested it against me with a deck that I just received like in the mail like the day before. And then I was like, okay, so like let's do this. I was like, okay, I'm only a casual, but let's see what it can. Oh my goodness! That day it turned me from a normal casual player to an anti-meta casual player. I actually put the like the purple yellow grandstone inside my deck just to hate on him.
Yeah, you actually have to play specific counter cards against the deck if your deck is not in the same speed of setup for against a Galaxian. And yeah, you're right. But it reminded me of the first 10x Galaxian deck. It really, really just feels like that deck just got a huge upgrades. It's for like this version. So it's a very good down the memory trip lane, and this deck right now I'm definitely gonna see it a lot being used a lot by the competitive players because there's a lot of options you can play. There's a lot of ways you can counter. It's like, wow, you have you have the Muse, you have the burn, you kind of have the stun as well. And the only way you beat them is you just make sure they are brick. They can't really play out their hands as fast as they wanted to, and you just have to kind of disrupt whatever they're trying to do, making sure they can't really play their cards. And you know about the Saga Brave, the Libra Brave, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, man. That
that
shit
one
is disgusting, man.
that
You're
one is
giving a
disgusting.
Galaxian. It's like, imagine Galaxians having Trash Seal. And it's like, wow. The player is like, okay, I can't play this game. If you're playing Hades, if you're playing Nyx, if you're playing Hera, you're playing against a Galaxian that probably plays 3 of the Libra Brave. And even worse, those Brave not only seals your trash, but they also work as the magic, anti-hand magic.
Oh yeah.
They don't really play. They kind of mill you out a bit. And combo it with a Leo, which also give you armor and also give you the phantom armor that you can't block with a certain colors. I guess you can't really block Leo at all.
Oh,
And
no,
it's
yeah,
kind of
you can't block at all.
yeah, you can't block at all. It's kind of unfair. But there is still much more to be explored for the deck, and just for the first week of the deck performance is already amazing. I think compared to Gekiha, where players actually have to take like 2 to 3 weeks to kind of figure out what is the best build to kind of speed up the Ragnarok and the Nova combo. The Galaxian is very self-explanatory, so the base is not complicated. There is a way for you to play either with Searcher or without Searcher. Some players, they don't play Searchers at all. Some players, they play draw cards. A lot of choice for them to start with. But the concession is that after like having certain type of playtest or discussion, we do kind of believe that at this point of time, the Leo is probably the best finisher you can have as a Galaxian. Sagita, the double brave combo is not that it's not strong. Like being able to pierce through Diamond Wall is still one of the amazing things that you can have in the game. But the problem is that normally in Battle Spirits you tend to burn the life very, very quick via effects, and not having life burning effects actually puts your finisher, you actually puts up a loophole in your finisher. There's a way to kind of like break your formation before you actually be able to seal the game off. So having Leo as your finisher is much, much more consistent compared to using the Sagittarius. Yep.
Yeah, I think now so far what I saw is like the pattern that people use the most is of course like Leo on the mid range, and then and then like one other finisher for like on the late game, right? So like either they will aim, so the Leo is mostly there kind of like to bait the opponent to kind of like lose their hands and then like lose their resources, and then if the Leo doesn't kill them, then Sagittarius is kind of like there, kind of just to solidify. Okay, then no matter like how many times you heal, like the Sagittarius can still like take like a lot of lives, like. At least 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to seal the game off because you also have
Mm-mm.
Beluga in the set as well. So you can
Mm-mm.
use the Beluga to do a refresh
Mm-mm.
with Sagittarius. But the funny part about this deck is that it's kind of broken in the
Mm-mm.
sense that the contract done
Mm-mm.
shares the same text as Gekiha done.
Oh yeah.
So you have access to some of the Gekiha cards that
Mm-mm.
specifically need the Gekiha Dan's name.
Mm-mm.
And like for example, you have Nova, where
Mm-mm.
you'll be able to heal at 5.
Mm-mm.
And then you have Gekiha War, which is another form of Diamond War for the Gekiha decks.
Mm-mm.
And normally I will assume these sort of cards are only is only archetype specifics. So it's like only specific to the Gekiha archetype.
Mm-mm.
But unfortunately, at the time that the release of the contract done for the Galaxians, it seems that the interactions is legit.
Mm-mm.
So you are able to use Gekiha Wars and some of
Mm-mm.
the Gekiha Dance cards into the Galaxian versions.
Mm-mm.
If you want to stretch it further.
Mm-mm.
So it makes the deck all the more complicated
Mm-mm.
to kind of read because you don't exactly know what variant or what sort of defense they are playing. Some could be playing Detail Barrier, some could be playing Gekiha War. It's a very different way. It's a very different way to read the game at the moment, and there is not a lot of decks that have this sort of flexibility. It's the same phenomena we see when the 10x Galaxian got introduced into the Battle Spirits.
Mm-mm.
During at the point of the meta, each of the decks do certain things very specifically.
Mm-mm.
And Gekiha no, and the Dance decks during that time also does the same thing, but they can do everything. Not the best, but they have answer to everything.
Mm-mm.
They can plug the cores, they can prevent core pluckings, they can bounce, they can destroy. They have the burst protections, they have nexus protections. Every little spirits contribute to like the synergy in the battle in like the field.
Mm-mm.
And in this current Galaxian as well, we are seeing it more in terms of the bigger Galaxians. So the new Galaxian, they focus more on the usage of the larger spirits, the larger cost of the Galaxians. Whereas the 10x, normally you have to use the small Galaxians to kind of search your way up, build your board, and then only use like your main finisher
Mm-mm.
to close out the game.
Mm-mm.
So the current Galaxian is very, very scary
Mm-mm.
because in a way you can build it either way. You can
Mm-mm.
build small Galaxian search to have more consistent search or more consistent way to bring out your big stuff.
Mm-mm.
Or you can take up the more greedier path
Mm-mm.
using the big Galaxians to try to cheat a lot of the other stuff out.
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a best build at the moment.
Mm-mm.
Because either way you're doing pretty much the same thing. It's just how fast can you get there?
Yeah.
That's the question. Yeah. It's how fast can you build a board and how disgusting your end finisher will be.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's just it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of breaking the game in the sense that you are limited with other choices. Like for example, if you do not know, let's say if the Galaxian plays Libra,
Mm-mm.
then if you happen to bring purple during that day, you will be shut out of your options.
Mm-mm.
If you manage to set up the field.
Mm-mm.
If the Galaxian plays a different type of bridge, then you'll probably be able to play against them.
Mm-mm.
So it depends on the deck type you bring on the day. It's kind of coin flippy as well because you wouldn't know the type of variant the Galaxian player will bring. It's very hard to kind of get a read on it. So it's better to play an anti-meta
Mm-mm.
that just screw them over rather than trying to bring like a consistent deck
Mm-mm.
that can beat everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Libra, there's also the risk that you don't bring any anti-mill and then they just mill you with Libra. It's like they're like the extra,
Yeah.
like the spirit Libra, not the brave
Yeah, the
Libra.
problem with that's the problem. You can't read them. It's basically like Gekiha, where
Mm-mm.
if they can't finish you off, they'll just mill you out.
Mm-mm.
So you have to play anti-mill no matter what.
Mm-mm.
Like in the stage of a game, even if the anti-mill is gonna break your deck, you have to play it
Mm-mm.
irregardless. But the problem is that if you were to play the anti-mill, and you're not being matched against Galaxian players or something that have some sort of things to do with mill, which is not a lot now,
Mm-mm.
then that card is not gonna do much.
Mm.
So in a way, it's a break just to prevent something from happening,
Mm-mm.
and it's actually pretty sad a lot.
Exactly. And then now that I say that, I just realized that with Leo, there's another problem. So that if you are able to play like a defensive magic, but the defensive magic doesn't stop the opponent's turn, then they can just mill you with the brave Libra even. I was like,
yep.
Oh my god. I was like, that's like I think like against my friend, I was able to play my Blizzard Wall, so like he can only damage me by 1. And I think like he forgets about that, so like he just ended his turn, or maybe he don't want to take the risk.
Yeah, that's correct.
So either one of that, and then like he just ended his turn. But like if he didn't end his turn there, like I would have died like the other way around.
Yeah, but the problem is that because normally when you pass turn in Battle Spirit, you tend to have some sort of risk reward ratio upon doing that. Like sometimes when you end a turn, you know that you're gonna lose. And for Galaxian, normally because you dig through your hand, you dig through your deck very, very quick. So even if you were to end the turn, there is actually you wouldn't be too worried about it because you normally have access to defense magic or some sort of defense effects that is available to be out in your hand, because Galaxians have a lot of that options. And just being able to survive that one turn is gonna put them ahead of you, because you couldn't really like disrupt their play entirely, and they're just gonna they're just gonna bring everything back and just do the same thing again.
Yeah, because like I also noticed that getting whether they get like their first Grand Walker done, so like the revival version, whether they can fire that up like as early as possible, that kind of like changes how many turns you kind of have.
Like, the problem is that the revival done, it's in a way it's a 4-3, but the problem is that it's still the same name. So if you were to play the Sagita draw, you can actually still search the thing out.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's the problem. And there's so many ways to just play, and so little decks to like. There's not a lot of decks that can kind of like screw them over at the moment. Even if you do, it may not be as optimal. Like if you were to play something like Puchiglo, then or Iza, those decks can probably run them over very, very quick, because these decks are very, very fast. But the problem is that if you were to compare the speed of Galaxian and Gekiha during its time, Gekiha, in a sense, they are being put on a timer. So they have to like get themselves to count 6, and then only then they are able to have access to Ragnarok, have access to Nova, then have access to some of the options. Let's say, like, you know, that during the time you are able to tag in stuff like the Calamity, I think the tree things. One of the card got banned, I recall. So during the time, Galaxian, Gekiha wasn't really that fast. It was just annoying because it's playing a mid control deck. Its objective is not to die, and once it got to his count 6, he's able to do stuff that is frankly very, very strong and hard to counter. The problem is with Galaxian doesn't operate on count. Okay, so it doesn't have access to count specific timings, but because of that, it also doesn't care whether he has count or not. So he can pretty much just it's basically just the old style Grand Walker. You just have cores set up, just get your stuff out, and then you just start going for games already. That's pretty much it. There is no timer for Galaxian. There's the only way I think you can probably do is you have to disrupt them. You have to stop them, waste their time, and then put them slower. You have to make them slower. Yeah, that's why you have to play the counter cards, the hit cards, just to deal with them.
All the things that we need to do.
Yeah, because this Galaxian is going to be a problem probably in the future. Even now, with the usage rate is through the roof. I think it's more than a quarter of the usage rate based on the shop battle in Japan. The record is kind of insane.
Exactly. I remember like someone tweeted something that I find kind of funny, because like they have like a pretty big tournament, and then I think like there are like 25 or like 12 people that uses so that's quite a big range, but like a significant amount of number of people uses Galaxian, but like only 2 of them made it to top 8.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with the statement. Because Galaxian currently is still fairly new. While it's very kind of autopilot-ish, it still doesn't convert all that well. In terms of topping, like if you were to say you have over 25 and there's only two made it to top it, then it goes to show that either they either lose in the mirror match early on. There's a lot of factors. But the fact that having this high usage rate at this stage of time, meaning the deck is just going to evolve further and further in the future. Then once the best build at that time is being used, then that's where we're going to start seeing Galaxian topping more often already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the good thing is that at the very least, the ultimate decks, Java, Zeta, these are the decks that still it doesn't really answers directly to the meta, but it also kind of ramp itself up because Java, you have access to Bramza, then you'll be able to stop the Galaxian from setting up if you are ahead of them. Then Zeta, on the other hand, you are able to play something like God Break, just put their symbol to 0, and then you just start rushing them as fast as you can, just making sure they can't play their games properly. So having these two decks is still the outliers. I wouldn't say they are like the meta, simply because the current meta just doesn't really answer ultimate well. So they just happen to be able to fit in the build. It's just the same situation when Superstar enter the meta with contracts, because Superstar has a lot of protections, so the contract deck can't do anything, and they just need to tag one Dark Tower, and the contract deck just can't play. Yeah, it's the same scenario. So I feel Java players and Zeta players probably gonna be around much often for Galaxian, because these two decks is gonna be fun. It's fun to play against.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see the new Ultimate decks because Dionysus was reviewed and the Ultimate also was reviewed as well, and I saw the effect is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pierces through immunity, man. What the hell?
Finally.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because that's what we are going to look at today, starting with this little guy. Because we have the Settlers of the Netherworld. So I just find this card kind of like funny, just because. So basically, the main thing about this guy, right? If it is destroyed, you get to you draw one, and then your opponent destroys one of their spirit or ultimate. But if this guy is a spirit or nexus, I made a mistake there. So your opponent has to destroy their own spirit or nexus. And then if this card is at level 3, which is the thing with Dionysus, because he basically reduces your level cost. This destruction effect cannot be prevented.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very strong card against anything else but green and white. Because these are the cards that can kind of bypass it by either exhausting or bouncing. But either way, this effect is actually very scary. Because if you were to play something like red, I think you opponent normally you have to if you were to set up the bigger stuff and having this on the board, the opponent will have to choose where to choose one of their spirit to destroy. And certain scenario where you're not set up properly, you tend to not have enough target to kind of replace that. But either way, it's a pretty neat effect to have.
Yeah. And also it's something that activates when you destroy it yourself, which is something that happens a lot in the new Dionysus deck as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
It'll be interesting since I don't think we have that much card that touches Nexus in purple. So I feel like that is also another word that you can kind of like tag this into other purple decks. I don't know which one. Ayumu is the purple main, but he's not here.
Yeah.
Not there.
But the good thing is that because this card is meant for Dionysus, you're gonna see this card with 0 calls.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that's gonna be annoying as hell. Because he's just gonna put the card there and then he's gonna, what are you gonna do? You know? if you can't go through me, then you have to trade something with me. And for Dionysus, this is a huge plus for them. Because they are very good with reanimations, especially during the combat phase. So having those type of strategy around is gonna be a headache for your opponent to kind of go through, kind of bypass.
True. And he has now the manifest kind of like matters, because then you can just manifest it during opposing attack step. They just block with it, and then they have to
Yeah, I
sacrifice
think the
another one.
manifest is really just an emergency usage. Like I think like, in that scenario it's like, this is the only way I can use this. Then I'm just gonna manifest this card. But I think in a lot of scenario you probably wouldn't manifest it unless you needed like maybe one extra core from the Groundwalkers in the later future. It's kind of just cheating the stuff out. But otherwise you will just set it up on your main phase and just call it a turn. But it's good because let's say you're playing. Actually, it's a very nice way to have as well. Like let's say you have the manifest, and you're playing against something like white or green. They tend to have bounce effects or exhaust effects on attacks. So you can manifest this card after they resolve those effects. Then you will force them to like do a removal. To just kind of deal with them. Yep.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Now, kind of see this boy in a good light. But we will see. I mean, like, lots of things that I think is interesting ended up not getting played, but we will see. Maybe this time's the charm.
Yeah, but the problem is that it only draws upon destructions.
Yeah.
So it's technically a minus at first. So I wouldn't be playing this card maybe at 3. Maybe like I play at 1 or 2 will be great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, also like I say that's a good thing to destroy Nexus, but also it's your opponent's choice, so can be anything. Like, yeah, especially if their finisher is on the direction of like you destroy something and then you get the reward effect. Because like your opponent can, for example, destroy their own blue world just to flip it to destroy your finisher, and then like, okay, so now I'm one finisher down because I wanted to profit like getting one. I just want to pop one Nexus.
Well, there's a double-edged sword actually.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of true. Yeah, it would be funny if the Ice Mountain is the only thing on your board, and then you just destroy the Ice Mountain. That's actually really fun.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then, this is the one that they are waiting for actually. One of them. And then we have a thing here between me and Ayumu, because whenever there's a lava fish, we need to appreciate the fish because that's what we do. So we have Ometeotol's alternate extra. So this is his main Emperor's ultimate. So So the something Emperor Astoran. So of course it's an ultimate. So in order to summon it, you have to fulfill the condition of having an Ometeotl and having 6 or more counter.
It's an ultimate fish.
Exactly, it's an ultimate fish.
The ultimate life forms.
Exactly. There's nothing above ultimate fish.
Yep.
Yet. Unless you can cook it. But it's already burning. And it's still alive.
It's lava.
It's lava.
How are you gonna eat it?
Fish.
How do you eat the lava fish?
Exactly.
How do you prep a lava fish? That's kind of tough.
That's the question. Maybe Uncle Roger can help.
Uncle Roger?
Uncle Roger?
Need to approve. Cannot. Yep, cannot.
Yeah. So,
but can you probably can explain how the first effect is gonna work? I'm actually still a bit confused.
Okay.
Even after reading the effects, yeah.
Okay, so let's read it a little bit because it has so it has a keyword called the soul release. So during either player's attack step, flash. So once per the same name, discard in your hand. By when you kokoto de shokans koso subete shiharate mono toshite. Okay. So this is something that we will probably have to wait for the Q&A, because the other question that I also received another question that I will brought up after I kind of like interpret this effect, which is So basically, in order you can summon this card from your hand, but as the total cost, as the whole cost, you have to put your soul core from your Ometeotl, because that's Ometeotl's main mechanic, which it seals your soul core on Ometeotl. You basically summon it, and then like when you summon something, you have to put cores on top of the card, right? So part of the instead of paying the cost, you have to include the soul core on top of Astron as part of the summoning, basically. Okay, so that's actually quite hard to explain, but yeah, that is basically kind of like on the same clause as like high speed. So basically, like with high speed, when you summon it, then you have to put a core from your reserve onto the summon spirit, right? As a requirement. Yeah. So that is basically that. But so what I interpreted so far is basically so you basically pay. The cost is paid, so you are not considered summoning it without paying the cost. But you have to have your soul core on Ometeotl. You have to put it on the newly summoned. You have to put it on the newly summoned Astron, and then you can put any number of cores on top of him, supposedly. But like that's also the part of the Q&A that we'll need to wait, because that's also the question that I got first time, because basically, is the soul core the only core that you can put on Astron when it is summoned?
That's what I assume after reading the text. I thought it was just like, okay, you have to put him a soul core on top of it, and then just treat it as you're being paid full cost for this ultimate. So I think based on that wording, I'm not sure if you're able to put any cost on it. But yeah, like you say, let's just wait for the Q&A. It's either it will change certain things, like putting it to level 4 or level 5, or just having it at level 1 when you use the soul coring.
Which will also suck, because if that was the case, will also suck, because as a matter of fact, even though we just established that Galaxian is kind of like locking almost every single trash based deck, Next is still in the meta. So like, imagine if your opponent already like activated their Next, so everything on your field has an extra level cost, and then you just drop this guy hoping to destroy the Siegfried, and then you can only put one core on it, and it just dies on arrival.
Yeah, that's true. Then I think they probably will allow it. But let's wait.
Yeah, let's wait. But that will because like it's also a once-per-turn same name, because it has the really strong when summon effect of destroying any number of opposing spirit, ultimate, or nexus up to 2 with a total symbol of 3. With a total symbol of 3. Up to 3. Yeah. And then, most importantly, this is a sentence that you will like to hear a lot, Wilson. This effect cannot be prevented. Cannot be guarded.
Yes. Good.
Yeah. I feel like I read someone's protesting that why is like we went from like having no protection at all, and then now we have everything is protected, and then now everything is piercing. So like, what is this vicious cycle?
Well, I think it's just the power creep. They realize that the certain old decks have a lot of protection, and the new decks, in order to balance it out, they don't give them any protections. The problem is that if you can't pierce them, then you can't play the game. They're just gonna be there. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of like a cycle, right? Because like this kind of like card will bring, like this kind of meta will kind of like bring out like the deck with lots of protections, and then now the piercing doesn't really matter, so you will then shift to decks with removal that is more effective than the one that pierces, because again, like this guy is kind of like capped at like destroying 2 targets at a time. It's like the one that doesn't pierce, usually they can destroy more stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And the rest is quite simple.
Yeah, on the good side, at the very least, this card can easily destroy Gundog.
Oh yeah.
Because Gundog has ultimate armor as well, and it also has red. And Gundog, the most symbol you can ever give Gundog is probably 3 symbol. So you can use this as a straight remover. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. This deck is like kind of like crafted to destroy Artemis actually. That's like
Yep.
Yeah, if you remember like the one that was revealed previously, there's that cuttlefish like sotong looking
Yeah.
guy. Like the cuttlefish looking guy. Like that card is specifically printed to destroy Lesser Panda. I am convinced about that.
They have to figure out some ways to let the player be able to play the game. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lesser Panda is an evil that we need to vanquish.
I think Lesser Panda is I think Lesser Panda, the problem is that they're giving it a level 1 effect. If you wanted to have something that restrict, you should have given it a higher level. Like you can have Lesser Panda effects, you know. I wouldn't mind. But the problem is that in order to have something this strong, you actually need to have it to be up at a higher cost. The problem is that the risk and reward doesn't really match. And Lesser Panda being on the board is really just a free way of saying to your opponent, you can't draw more than 1.
Yeah.
And you can only draw a total of 1 per turn. So it puts a lot of deck like in shambles, because like, oh, then how do I play my game then? You know, you don't let me play the game.
Exactly.
And
that's a fun part.
Yeah, then Lesser Panda is like, woo! Yeah, that's the problem in Battle Spread. In order to, you know, let the deck play something, they have to print a specific cards to let them do something. And then the players that are not happy. And I can understand that, you know. Lesser Panda is just broken. It's just a very dumb card. And if you wanted to have something like this, then you should probably give it a higher cost. I think it's just a design flaw in a sense.
Yeah, and I think like the other design flaw is the fact that if you mill it with Artemis, then you can add it to your hand.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that actually. So long as you give Lesser Panda, you know, a higher cost to be able to do what it does. Yeah, because it just isn't fair. You just put it at level 1, and then it's protected some more, so it's even worse.
Yeah, I think like if the protection is on a higher level, for example, then maybe it kind of balances things out, because like because like at least you can destroy it.
Play something.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
And in order for you to play it, you have to put it at a higher core, so you have lesser core to work around, and I think that's okay.
True.
Mm.
Yeah, because like, but then if it's already gone, then basically the astronaut can do the rest, because it can during your attack step, it will boost the symbol of all your lava fish spirit and ultimate by 1.
Imagine you have 2 of this in board, then you have 3 symbol. 3 symbol each. It's like three symbol. And for now we're not sure. I don't think we have seen a card that can retrieve the fish from the trash. And if they can do that, that's actually pretty insane. You know, I'm just gonna summon this fish at full reduction. 4 costs. I'm just gonna drop this thing. And then I'm just gonna whack you for like 2 symbol. And it's like, so by the way, I have another piece coming up. So that's 3 symbol.
Yeah. And I'm attacking with Spirit, and I have a Red World, so like that's another 1. Yeah. Red is going to be even more brain dead.
Yeah, but I don't think this deck is gonna be. I don't think this deck is gonna be that problematic. I think having this effect is strong, definitely. But the deck at the moment doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel fast. It doesn't feel fast to me. Yeah.
True.
Imagine you can hit this like second turn. It's like, whoa, damn! Are you? It's all the deck trying to be roof now. It's like everyone's trying to be like turn 2 kill, just like you know, the Rekka decks, and also the roof deck as well. It's like, whoa, damn! Everyone's just trying to finish off the game at turn 2. It's like, guys, come on, it's too fast.
Chill a little.
Yeah, chill, guys, chill. You know, we ain't going anywhere. We're gonna play the game.
That's also like the kind of like the impressive problem. Well, I don't know if it's a problem, but kind of like the thing with Red Tech, right? But like where they feel like they can perform like on like a really high numbers, and then the deck came out, and then like, I guess.
I think the problem is that the design that was given to Red before like a few set away, they are trying to play the longer game, you know. And the design just doesn't work because they are introducing a lot of small stuff, like small spirits to kind of get you ahead. But because these are all spirits that does attacking, there are a lot of attacking being done. So you're actually you do kind of speed up, but you're also giving your opponent a lot of resource. So it's a double-edged sword kind of design. And if you want to play that deck at the late game, it just doesn't work because you're gonna give the late game decks more resource, and this is gonna have better scaling over your decks. It just doesn't work. Yeah.
True.
So I think having this deck having this sort of effects out now, and if the deck is like not so particularly fast, it's like, oh, I just gonna drop this, summon this, and then I just gonna wait for another turn. Then it's probably like a turn 3 to turn 4 kind of spike. Then I think it's pretty good. But if it's turn 2 spike, like first turn, I'm just gonna drop 2 Groundwalkers, I'm gonna get to 4 counts. Then next turn, I'm just gonna drop this, I can get to 2 counts. Then it's like, oh, here we go, let's go. Then I'm gonna finish the game right there, right then. It's like, oh.
And if I don't drop in my finisher, then I'm done that thing.
I think that's the sort of there's a sort of trend with the red decks now. It's like if I don't draw this shit, I can't play. I need to be on curve. I need to be fast, guys. I need to be on curve. I need to be like turn 1, I need to have this. I need to use this, get this, and then turn 2, I need to have this, and then okay, let's go for a turn. Even worse, if let's say they are a bit slow, then they're just gonna go for their usual finisher on turn 3, and even that is pretty fast already because they were like, "Whoa, what the hell, man! I haven't even done finding my answers. You're already there trying to finish me off." I was like, "You're being forced to react in a certain way." Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why we praise the fish.
I'm not sure if they're gonna give Brave to this guy. If they're gonna have an ultimate Brave for this guy, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. That's
if not,
going to be really
let's try
fun.
to splash. Yeah, let's try to splash something in. Let's see make it work.
Or they will give us like a really good spirit, so you can just use Red World, just like the old days.
Oh yeah, just like the good old days.
Good old days with Red World.
Yep.
As we have the good old days, we have a new Kizuna Magic, by the way. Kizuna returned.
Kizuna returned.
Exactly. So first of all, it has an effect when it is sent to the trash by core charge. You can insert core charge too. Usually you only do one. but of course, as an exchange, this card doesn't go to your hand. Just to balance things out.
It does go to your hand at the end of your end step.
Oh yeah, once per turn.
It once per turn. It does go to your end step. It's just another way of just not letting you have the card first. Yeah, but oh no, what were they thinking of lyrics, man? This staples needs to stop.
Exactly. Oh, you have to pay one though. So basically, how it works is during your end step, if this card is in your trash, you can pay one core that is not a soul core.
From your trash?
Oh no, you return it from your trash to your reserve.
It's from the trash. It's a plus.
Oh no.
It's a plus. It's a plus. The generic is a plus. There's no negative thing about these cards, man. It's just a plus. You just get one free card back, and you can have this card back now. Woohoo! You can either put it back to your hand or back to your top deck. Either way you like it.
Because
what the hell, man? What is this?
Exactly. This is basically our new anti-mill card in a way. If they cannot lock your trash status, but they're still.
I actually wish that for a Kizuna Return where they uses the ultimate characters to be like the first artwork. I thought that initially when I saw this artwork, they're gonna have some sort of support for the ultimate decks. Like some sort of generic staples that the ultimate deck can use. Because ultimate decks now lacking a lot of this type of generic staples. Because now the generic staples is all just Groundwalker related. You have Kizuna Field, you have Kizuna Burst. I mean, Kizuna Burst helps looking for Tensei cards, but these cards, they are all just helping out the Groundwalkers, and it's kind of an imbalanced generic staples you're having right there. They're just trying to make you use the Groundwalker decks now. And contract decks is just there, you don't really benefit from this. Like maybe you can with Kizuna Return, because contract decks do play Groundwalkers. The contract spirits that do play Groundwalkers as well. In Java case, is definitely the Groundwalker Alex, Lolo. And then in Zeta, you can probably play the Antak. Then that's about it, you know. Then moving contract spirits, these are the things that you've probably been looking at. But the problem is that I'm not sure, man. It's like the +2 core is just so good for the contract decks. It's like, oh, you know, here we go. Since you already hit this card, you got a +2 core. You can use that 2 core. Just start your turn. It's just the anti core charge break cards. You know. Yeah, it feels to me that they are trying so hard to just make the Groundwalker decks so smooth. They're just trying to make the Groundwalker decks like, oh, you guys are not gonna break. There is Kizuna for you can search for Brave, search for Groundwalker, there's Kizuna Burst, then now there's Kizuna Return. So it's like, whoa, so how many staples you want to have in your decks?
Exactly.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I can understand. This card probably won't see a lot of plays, thanks to the effect. I think we haven't went through the effects yet, right?
Yeah. Actually, I also have to pop your bubble as well, because so basically the effect is you look at the top card of your deck, and then you can decide to put it back on the top or the bottom of your deck. After that, if you have you can return up to one of your contract card and soul state, or you can deploy one contract Groundwalker Nexus in your trash or soul state, or soul state. Yeah, there's only two places, but you can only redeploy a contract Groundwalker Nexus. So other contractor other contract card you can return it to your hand, but for contract Groundwalker Nexus you can straight up deploy it. Yeah.
That's kind of. I mean,
still pretty decent, I guess.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty decent. If you think about it, if you were to play this in maybe Zeta, I think Zeta will need this a lot. Because Zeta, once you remove Zeta already, if you have no way to bring it back via Corin, you can use this card. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Maybe in Zeta, I'll play a 3.
Yeah. Do it. Out of spite.
Time to experiment. I think this card, maybe this card in retrospective is not that bad. Maybe we can make something out of it. But definitely for Groundwalker is very, very good. Especially with using the core charge abilities. Then you get the 2 counts. I think having extra core in the count at the start of the game really, really matters. Especially when now Blue Worlds is still around. So they do hit your tempo out very, very quick. So having this card just plus the core, it's definitely good for when you're using some Kaiho effects or you want to activate the contract skill effects. Yeah. But it's still generic staples? No!
Yeah.
It's still generic staples.
Exactly. Yeah, I understand kind of what you mean. Because like if you can at least like check the top card of the opposing deck, then then that's quote unquote like it's an ultimate support, right? Because you can manipulate the top deck.
You can look at the top deck. Yeah, you can kind of like manipulate one of the cards. But for a 2 cost, to manipulate opponent's top deck, I think it's a bit too broken. Because it's too easy. It's too easy to do it. Yeah, I don't think you should manipulate the opponent's top deck. But being able to just look at what they have on their top deck, then you can kind of plan it out. Like you don't have to put it to the bottom. You just see what they have on their top deck, and that's about it. Yeah.
And then you see a promise draw, and then like, okay, this is not a top deck.
Yeah, this
is not a real card.
Yeah, if you see like a draw spell, it's like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna ultimate trigger that card now. Even if it doesn't hit, I won't let you use it. So it's pretty good.
Exactly. Because like otherwise if you don't play ultimate, it's like, okay, so fuck, like this doesn't give me any new information. And there's going to be like three random cards, so like this doesn't give me any information.
But being able to redeploy your contract Groundwalker is one of the best effects to have, because it's only 2-1. So anytime you're being rushed by maybe something like a Pushy Glow, you can actually use this card to just redeploy your Groundwalker back. And then at that time, you can, because if let's say your count is at the comfortable level, you can actually just manifest out of it. So this card will extend your defensive play. So let's say if you're playing like you're playing something and then you just redeploy the Grocker back when they're attacking, then you use the manifest because you have the cores. So you just manifest out. And at that timing, there's actually very little interaction for your opponent to be able to deal with something that bringing back the Grocker. Because normally they will do it at the start of their attack or during their main phase. So having this card back I think this card will be seeing a lot because it's pretty important, especially when Pushy Glow is still around. So, but if once Pushy Glow is out of the picture, this card will probably be mostly as attack cards, especially when you have a lot of ground walkers. You just core charge some of the contract ground walkers, maybe of the same copy out into the trash. Then you will want it back. You know, having more copies is good, so you will want to use this card more.
True.
Yeah. But maybe for certain decks that only play one contract ground walkers, then you probably won't be seeing this card at all in their decks. Yeah, just not worth it.
Yeah. At most one is kind of like your anti-mill, but even then, it's quite questionable because like if you play against like deck that is specialized in mill, then they will definitely have like a way to lock your trash anyway.
Well, you can play this in Gekiha. You can play this in Gekiha Dan because Gekiha Dan, if you were to want to make the deck faster, you actually have to core charge. So you have access to the destruction effects. But if you core charge, then you will core charge away your Gekiha Dans. So you can probably use this card to redeploy the stuff back. I'm not too sure about that, but well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, then let's move on to the new one. Oh, this is just a poster actually, but yeah, that's a quite nice poster. And I just read like one of the card that was revealed today. So in the flavor text, turns out like that guy previously has like 6 partners, right? Like the flavor text basically said that in order to make a contract with Ometeotl, because Ometeotl is supposed to be kind of like a stronger god.
Yep.
Like in order to do that, he has to sacrifice his contract with his 6th partner.
Oh no.
No.
So he no longer has the 6th partner with him anymore.
Nah, that's still inconclusive, but like at least that's the one that is written in the flavor text. So it's like, no, poor Velma.
Oh damn.
Poor Velma.
Poor Velma. Poor Rick.
Poor Rick and the other 4.
Yeah, poor Rick. And poor Raul.
Poor Raul.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah. And then for once, like usually like the thing with the posters, right? Like previously like posters kind of like reveals like new cards. Like now posters basically like reveals cards that we already see. But like at least now we have one that we are still not seeing. Well, anyway, like the poster didn't reveal it, but at least we know that there's going to be new cards that is not yet introduced. So we'll have to see about that as well.
That one more card. Not sure why is it.
Yeah, I think it's an extra Ichon, right? So it's if I'm not wrong, it's so basically you get one Karatsugu and then another one. Yeah, it just says that that's something that is extra or a buff. And then basically there's going to be like special processing on it, but like we'll have to see. It's probably just reprints of like some of the stronger cards.
Yeah.
Like who knows? Maybe another lava fish.
Oh.
Yeah. And then this one is not really a new card. I just wanted to post it just because I really like the Sacred Village.
I have some complaints with the secret though. Like you like the left one is the actual version.
Yeah.
And it's actually very, very nice, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like I like the fact that there's the proper background. Then around her there you see the wing effects, there you see the feathers.
Yep.
And then the text, the border is actually yellow colors. Like they match with the color that is being used for her. And the right version is technically the more secret version. So if the constellations is around the symbols, so you get to see like the 12 constellation together on the symbol mark. But the problem is that the rest of the of the element in the cards just fell a bit short. Like your background is fully yellow. You don't have the shine you have for the left one. Like I like the touch to the constellation as a part of your cost. It looks very, very nice. But I feel like the rest of the secret, like even the border, they are using the premium, the black and gold border, where they also use it for the Nova as well during the Gekiha secret. I'm not too sure about the choice of background. Like it would be nice. I think it'll be much more nice because it's a premium version. So maybe it's just a different type of secret they are trying to push out. But it'll be great to have the left background to be on the right side as well. That will look amazing. Or even just change a bit of the background. Like having it fully solid, like it's just like it's a yellowish background. But I'm not sure about the artistic direction for that secret. But it still looks very nice though. But I just it feels a bit weird.
Yeah, a little bit
Maybe.
empty.
Yeah, a little bit empty. Yeah. Maybe you're right. I just wanted a bit more.
Yeah, kind of like reminds you of the double extra before it got removed, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's like I think like double extra also has the same
happy
problem.
they are removed. I'm happy they are removed. They are, because their background is. Oh, I wish they just use a normal background.
And then like because they can only like include like at most two, like they can't really do too much about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I think like the quote unquote like the double extra replacement, I think they did a much better job like making it specific. So like at least like at the very least like they will be used somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, and then speaking of being used somewhere, we have like another new ultimate that you have been looking for. The Revelation Holy Dragon Bindanta. So that is the now it's the Emperor Spirit of Mitra. Which, unlike most Emperor Spirits that just manifest, this one has
a Korean.
It's correct. It's a contract admin.
Yeah, it's a contract admin.
Yeah.
But it makes a lot of sense knowing that the deck puts a lot of your cards onto the soul state. So it gives you a lot of target to just advent, contract advent on top of it. And it's actually pretty fast as well. If you look at the condition, it's only count 3. So if let's say the speed of you increasing your count is just 2 turns, you can get to count 3 very, very easily, then this card is gonna it's gonna be very annoying to deal with, especially when it also return the Spirit Ultimate and burst back to the bottom deck. And then if you Kaiho, then it cannot be guarded. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do like amazing stuff. Like it doesn't do like, oh, it's unblockable, it has armors, but being able to send ultimate and burst, which is 2 of the most important card type at the moment, and unguardable as well, is a very, very strong effect to have. Maybe this is like the supporting X, and then the AX will probably be the finisher. Hopefully, it's that sort of direction.
Oh yeah, and then like because like the AX will be Amaterasu Dragon as well.
Yes, exactly. It was like, whoa, he's a white Amaterasu Dragon.
Exactly. I should have downloaded that, but yeah, we'll just wait until
they haven't reviewed the effect yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
soon.
Yeah, that's like the other one is only just when it attacks or blocks, you open the top 2 cards of your deck. If that card is a Mitra, okay, so you can send up to a total of 2 Mitra and an Awakened Dragon cards to your to Soul State, and then the rest goes to the bottom. So basically, it's your searcher. It's a draw. It's a quote unquote draw 2, depending on your build.
Yeah, the good thing about this effect is it bypasses a lot of hanging size increase effects. Yeah, so you are able to play a lot of, like let's say if let's say your opponent drop an Ice Mountain, it's not gonna do anything against this sort of decks, because everything you search is gonna be placed on the soul state, and it's gonna be summoned from the soul state. So you are not going to have a lot of problem dealing with hand disruption effects. And then certain bursts, I think currently there are still hand size increase bursts being utilized. I remember it's the green peacock that normally heavy exhaust stuff when you review. So if you're able to bypass all this, it's gonna go through like, let's say, the good thing is that it's gonna bypass the head cards that are gonna be playing against Galaxians. So in a way, it fits you through nicely. Then you don't have to worry too much because this deck just kind of play itself. Yeah.
Now we just need to wait for cards that let's it perform the contract admin from the open zone, so we can forget about Libra Javelin as well.
Oh, but I don't think they're gonna do that though, will they? Sounds a bit broken though. You know, you're gonna core in from an open zone. I know certain cards do that, but it's actually pretty annoying because you know that it's gonna come and you're like, oh no, I can't do anything with it. I can't do anything to that card.
Just like with open zone, you can at least still discard it, but like with the soul set, there's no way to touch it for now. And if they do add it, that's like going to suck for like all the other decks that has.
Let's hope they never add that thing. Let's hope they never add it.
Yeah, or it has to be only discard. Then nobody will use it.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, so like, yeah, why would I sacrifice like a slot just so that I can bring out my extender like a little, like just slightly faster? That doesn't really make sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep, doesn't really make sense.
Oh no, didn't Mitra actually like allows you to do that actually? Wait. I haven't.
No, the girl Mitra.
Yeah, what does Mitra do again? I already forgot. That's only like 2 weeks ago, I think, or like 3 weeks ago.
Maybe you can print that. Maybe you can download it. Let's look at it together.
Wait, where's my browser? Wait, I opened it wrong. Okay. So Battle Spirits, Grand Walker Meet. Why am I typing really funny today? Wait. They are not supposed to be open. Why is Grand Walker? Why am I not hitting anything? This is not fun. Okay. Covenant Contractor Mitra. Okay. So you can let a Contractor Mitra or an Awakened Dragon family card from your hand or trash enter Soul State. When you've done so, counter +2. Then during your turn, I said that, and Mitra is actually the one that allows that. Then during this turn, you can contract advent onto your Awakened Dragon family card in Soul State. When you do, put any number of cards from your field or reserve onto the adventing card. Yeah, that is actually really important because if they don't have that, then you are basically adventing on a blank, so you cannot put any cards on it, and then it will just die straight away, and it will not do anything. Then that's actually a bug in a bad way.
But they basically just move the contract advent rule into Mitra's stacks only.
Exactly.
Yeah, if she doesn't have that, then you're right. Then it's gonna suck.
Yeah. So basically, if Mitra got shut down, and this card is shut down as well.
Yep.
Damn.
But it makes a lot of sense. You're gonna probably be playing Mitra at 3. Then then just like the Kizuna return. I think Kizuna return with this card is gonna be insane.
Ooh.
Yep.
Exactly.
Spicy
indeed. Okay, and then speaking of spicy, the next up we have one of the other diva that will be joining in Memorial Code, which is the greatest win, Gale Fennec. One of the diva that doesn't really get too much attention, and finally she is getting a new dress. Finally. Because like she also appears in the after party, but like as a revival. Like finally she got the new dress that she deserved.
Yeah. What unit is she based on?
She's a Gale Phoenix.
Oh.
So I have a special place for her in my heart because that's my that's my Chinese zodiac.
Yeah, the artwork looks very nice.
Yeah.
Artwork's pretty banger.
Yeah, the glow up is real.
Yep, the glow up is real.
Yeah. Like some people are kind of questioning like whether she got a new illustrator because like she kind of looks like feels different than her previous artworks. Like mostly with the highlights on her hair.
Yep.
But yeah. Regardless, it's really banging. Looking forward to the effects. Ready to be disappointed again if she ended up being a common.
With this art?
Yep. That will be still the greatest win.
Common.
Exactly. With this art this art cannot be a common. This one is the alternative extra with the name that surpasses the border of the cards. I haven't really seen that since the Evangelion cards.
Yep.
We have the ultimate netherworld ultimate nether dragon, ultimate Mugen dragon, which is of course on top of being a zombie, it is also it's an ultimate dragon.
This. Yeah. And the summoning condition also only it has two conditions. You either have one ultimate or contract Dionysus.
So you can bring this in Zeta as well.
Yeah. No, you can put this in Java.
Oh,
that's
right.
Yeah, you can put this in Java. But the reduction is not looking so nice. So it's not going to be easy to summon it out. But I think this deck will definitely work better if you were to play in Mugen. Because you can easily contract Evan onto an ultimate, and then you can just summon this thing out. And not to mention, because he also has Ultimate Dragon, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, Ultimate Dragon. Wait, no, but don't Mugen work based on next gen?
Yeah, no. Next gen is
no,
that's Java, I think.
Okay. I think I got it mixed up.
Yeah. Oh no. Next gen is another thing. Next gen is there's that one magic that specifically summons next gen from your trash. That's why you can use it with Overwhelm.
Nice. Yes, correct.
Yeah. But anyway, of course it's an ultimate Mugen Dragon, so it carries the new double count ultimate trigger, which activates when it is summoned or attacks. Crazy. So
kind of broken though.
Exactly. So it basically ultimate trigger, you send one card from the top of your opposing deck, from the top of the opposing deck. So double ultimate trigger just multiplies that by 2. So for each card that you hit, so basically for each card that has cost that is below this card, so 7 or below, you send 3 cards from the opposing field to the reserve. So from any target, any number of target, you send a total of 3. So if you hit both cards, then you can send 6.
Yep.
Already quite crazy. But if you hit both of them are hits, then during this turn, all of your ultimate that is cost 6 or higher have their symbol fixed at 3. So everything will be triple symbol. Yeah. That is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna put it in Zeta. Then all your cost 6 is gonna be a 3 symbol. It's like,
no.
Yes. imagine ultimate Zeta he's shooting you for 2 and then hitting you for 3 symbol. I was like, ooh.
And then like when the ultimate Zeta got destroyed, and then you like, what do I have in my hand? And then you have the angel, and then like you just hit with the angel, and your opponent just say no flash, and they don't have any blocker. Like, yep, 3 symbols then.
Yep, 3 symbols.
Oh, and the angel is a cost 4. Oh fuck, you can't do that. But you have like other alternatives. Like
yeah. There's actually a lot of alternative for you to use, but the reduction doesn't seem like it will make it easier to use it in another deck. I think we will mostly see it in purple based deck first. Even better, like any purple ultimate decks now.
Mm-mm.
Java, I guess. Java.
Mm-mm.
Java is probably gonna be the one, but
Mm-mm.
we probably won't be seeing a lot of use of this card though, because this card
Mm-mm.
requires, if you were to play in non-Dionysus deck,
Mm-mm.
it's mostly 8 minus 1 ultimate symbol. If you
Mm-mm.
were to have some sort of purple symbol, then you can at least summon it at 4 costs.
Mm-mm.
So it's gonna see in Dionysus, and you know what's worse? I think I think what's worse is that this ultimate should be, because Dionysus should be able to make this ultimate retain on the field with 0 cost, right?
Mm-mm.
The new contract Dionysus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna enter the field with 0 cost,
Mm-mm.
and then it's gonna clear your board.
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn.
Mm-mm. Oh, and I realized I am mistaken about something. The part of the C, the count ultimate trigger, means that the ultimate trigger is not bound by the cost of the card itself, but to your counter. So if you have like 12 counter, then your opponent is basically done.
Not a fan. I'm not really a fan of the count triggers, man. If you're overcount, like way overcount, it's just gonna go through. It's not fun.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with how Zetter, like, I mean, like, especially with the early Mugen cards and it is paired with Zetter. Because, like, yeah, I mean, like, at first, like, you don't really see that much of a. I guess, like, that's supposed to be, like, kind of like a late game thing, but, like, also, Mugen, every time he attacks, gives you to. Zetter, every time you attack, gives you to counter, so, like, that goes out of the window pretty much instantly.
Yep.
Yeah. But at least if you do manage to bring it to level 4 or higher, the core removal effect on this ultimate cannot be prevented. And then if they got depleted, their effects cannot activate as well. Don't you love to see that?
No, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
That's why you pay 7 cost for it.
Yep. I mean, it's a very strong effect to have, If you were to remove something, they can't activate any effect, and you go through immunity.
Yeah.
I think maybe the best way is just to, this guy is kind of strong. Yeah, this guy is kind of strong.
Yeah, and also it is resistant to core removal as well.
Yep.
Why? Yeah.
It's resistant to core removal. Oh, Dionysus! So strong. Maybe it's one of the decks that I'm looking forward to. Maybe because of the way it can cheat certain stuff out.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting. Like Mugen, every time he appears, kind of like changes things, right? I think even from the first Ultimate Mugen Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Just for the ultimate energy.
Maybe this is the deck that can answer Galaxians.
Fine, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Finger crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, finger crossed.
Yeah, there's the one that's probably cannot go past Galaxian, but definitely go past Ayumu. Because because we have Together Forever version of Trickster. Now we have to Together Forever version of Blackster. How they're going to do that, I don't know. Because like Trickster and Blackster are, it's basically the same person. So like, is that going to be just a reprint of like the Trickster, but like now you can use Blackster instead of Trickster? Or is it going to
maybe they'll be treated?
Yeah, maybe they're going to be treated as each other.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a skin in it.
It's all just a scam. Stop buying into divas.
No,
it's all just a scam.
Diva good.
If only they make the effect slightly better, A lot of their effects are purposely watered down just for the divas. Yeah.
I think that's also why in the standard format, like they are going to put them on the same table as standard
level.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Then you can bring those cards into eternal format.
Yes. Well, but that's also the problem, right? Because they're going to be put on like the standard of standard. Then they are probably not going to be on the standard for eternal on their own.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. At least we can compete in the standard. Copium.
Yep. Copium, bro.
Copium indeed.
Big cope.
I forgot why I added this. Probably just because it's a lava fish. And I think this is the card that you are looking for. This is the card that can salvage the lava fish from the trash, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now you mention it.
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is good. You can actually reach 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go through the effects.
Yeah. So basically, once per turn, same name when this card is summoned, you can add a total of 1 Ometeotl and a lava fish card from your trash. But if your counter is 6 or more, the number of cards you add is increased by 1, which means if your counter is 6 or more, you can take a total of 2 lava fish or Ometeotl, including itself. But of course, it's a once per turn same name, so that's you cannot recurse it on the same turn. And then when it attacks, by sending your soul core to your Ometeotl, you add 1 core from the void to your Grandwalker Nexus. Yeah.
Yep.
So the level 2 effect not too important. Level 1 effect kind of crack.
2, man. You get to add 2 lava fish back to your hand.
Exactly.
You 2 ultimate lava fish back to your hand.
Exactly. Now you can do it on your turn and the opposing turn.
Yep. You get to
Oh,
but a good thing they restrict it to 1. The once per turn effect. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh no, you mean this one, right?
Yeah, the once per turn, the first effect, the once per turn effect is very important.
Yeah. And it's a shark. No, it's not really a shark. It's something else.
Yeah.
The Petaro dash. You
then
can
the
say
next effect. Yeah.
Yeah, next effect is not that important, but yeah, it's just
You just put the
fish.
soul core. Yeah.
It's just fish, which is important.
It's just fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next up, we have another return of the Supreme Heroes.
Secret.
Yeah, now we have Yamato, Sick Yamato Fruit.
Sick Yamato Fruit.
Yes.
Been a while. I think the last time we ever seen a Sick Yamato Fruit burst was in... they went through a revival as well. I think it was in the Tensei era.
Oh yeah, it's
I don't quite remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I just remember that I actually won one of my game in World Clash because of that. Because I was playing ISIS and I don't have the fancy stuff, so I just put that in, and that tip happens to work for that situation, for that specific situation. But yeah, this time is coming back strong. So this card, when it is set during either player's attack step, when your counter increases to 6 or more, can be activated right away. So just like the other Sick, it can also force itself to activate. Now, as with all the Supreme Heroes, the burst is upgraded to Soul Burst. The condition is still when your life is reduced. Now, the revival version caps the destruction effect to 30k. This one can destroy anything that is any spirit or ultimate. And then, once per turn, same name, you can send 1 card from your Grandwalker Nexus to the reserve. If you do so, destroy up to 2 opposing Nexus or Grandwalker Nexus. After this effect resolves, summon it without paying the cost. And then level 2, 3, 4, when it attacks, it can target attack 1 opposing spirit, which is one of Yamato Fruit's thing. When blocked by the target, send 1 card from the opposing life to the reserve. So yeah, not too shabby.
Well, the burst effect definitely is a good returning point for the Supreme Hero serious deck. Because the Supreme Hero, the cards that can deal with Grandwalker Nexus has been limited to 1. So having this back to the deck, with having the trait Supreme Hero as well, is gonna make the Supreme Hero deck more consistent. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Supreme Hero Contract Grandwalker Nexus. I think that's the only thing that I'm lacking now. Yeah, hopefully they don't shove it off by introducing a new Supreme Hero deck. I really wish we could just use the Mega deck version. The Mega deck version is very strong. It's very good. And I think we shouldn't try to, introduce a new deck entirely for Supreme Hero.
Yeah. I think for now
The
we
deck
can just
itself
use...
is actually pretty decent.
Yeah. Now you can just
For now we can just use this. Yeah, for now we can just use this.
Or Gunjo's own.
Oh yeah, Guja's. Oh no, please don't remind me. It's a
Uh-uh.
S-Burst as well, right? It's an S-Burst.
Yeah.
Soul Bus.
Exactly.
Oh, actually, it's kind of scary, man. Like a lot of the strategies that we used to be able to play, now we have to think twice really because of this kind of card.
Exactly.
Can't cheese our way up. So sad.
Exactly.
Yep. It's good.
Yay. And then now, yeah, there's a bias take. I just because like I've been trying out my Morrigan deck, right? And then like now I feel like the mid game is always kind of awkward because like if you don't get at least 2 of like the cost researcher, it's kind of like hard to connect it to the late game. And then now we get more searcher. So we got Blackest, which is a magic. Then when you activate, it's a magic spirit. When you activate the magic, if you have a Morrigan, you open the top 2 cards of your deck, and then you can take 1 Prism Wing or a Celtica card from among them and discard the rest. After this effect activates, after this effect resolves, both for the same name, summon this card to the cost. And then during your turn, while you have Morrigan, your opponent cannot end the turn or attack step by effects. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat effect to have. I think Morrigan, among all the yellow decks that's been released so far in the contract series, is probably one of the best deck I have tried. In terms of playability, because the deck just works by itself. But you're right. The deck is very awkward in terms of mid game, because those are the stage where your spirit will be removed, and you have to keep up with the bot state. Because every time your spirit got removed, you need to find a way to bring something back in order to use Morrigan effect to bounce and summon something new. Yeah, so having a searcher that is operated as a magic, then you being able to summon it out as well is going to add a lot of flexibility to the deck's strategy. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then not to mention you also stop your opponent from using Burst Wall.
Yeah, and Pharaoh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, oh, you can't end the turn as well.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
Morrigan is a good deck.
Exactly.
Are you gonna get the winner series, the winner alternate for Morrigan?
I have to get the money first, but I'll probably try to bet when someone is willing to let them go. So you better win so I can just do like a 32-year installment.
Oh, I probably won't be joining the event though, because it's a championship. Yeah, hopefully I have time for it. Oh, maybe I will join, because I think was it the qualifier or was it for the final round?
It's a qualifier.
Maybe it's wave 3.
Yes, a wave 3 qualifier. So like wave 2 qualifier you get Nyx. Wave 3 qualifier you get Morrigan.
You get Morrigan.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you'll definitely be getting it. Nice.
God damn it, Morrigan. Why do you have to be so beautiful?
Yeah, the art is very beautiful. Yeah. The art is very nice.
No, right? Like having like a really smart Morrigan, like congratulates you on winning. That's like just perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agree.
Exactly. And then we have a sneak. Just now we were talking about cards from BS74, but we already got a sneak peek of BS75. That's going to be released next February. The last booster to come out before Battle Spirit is split into Eternal and Standard. And Indra. We have the... I was like the day like Indra got released, I was like devastated. Why is the name yellow? This is not Life is not Daijobu. This is not Tonoshi. Where is my Isis?
Oh yeah, you're right. If they release it in yellow, means you won't be having an Isis. Isis in another set already.
Exactly.
Well, you're gonna have to wait for the BSC series, I guess.
Yeah.
They'll probably release it in the Eternal set already.
Probably, yeah. Also, like
Hopefully
they have to wait at least like 3 months, so it's probably going to be coming out in May or something, or June.
Yep.
Like, What good thing that Inida finally get its first yellow Grand Nexus if you don't count producer Saraswati, of course. It's like going to be also interesting to see what family Indra comes with though, because like Indida usually also supports like existing family. It's quite established but not that strong, so that's also a problem, right? That we only have imaginary piece, which now kind of loses Ra. But like if you give it to imaginary piece, then yeah, Ra is probably going to be gone forever. But that also kind of makes sense because lots of the Hanu Merlin stuff kind of like works in a team wise with Indra. I don't know why, but it just feels like also because Hanu Merlin has tons of lightning bolts on his body, so I guess that's probably why. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, it's imaginary base going to finally get everything. But yeah, we will see. No, we should have had a super version of Morrigan or something, because like Morrigan is supposed to be badass that like picks a fight with like all the other factions. Because like you know, right, like the lore, like Morrigan for once, like the other gods, like basically like they get into the contract with the guys, like get this a mutual contract, but like Morrigan basically so like the other Celtican gods, like so basically at that time Toa is only contracted to break it, right?
Yep. Correct.
So like break it, so basically break it, Nuada and Lu, they were like trying to stop Morrigan from getting close to Toa, but like she was like nope, and she broke through their defense anyway, and then she forced Toa to make a contract with her. To break her contract with break it and then like make contract with her instead. And then like she still has the audacity to say that, yep, I'm going to fight all of the remaining Ulrican, so the gods from Ulrika and Amahara as well. So I was like, what the fuck? She's just picking a fight with everyone. Like, what the fuck?
She's declaring war.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably why the winner card is kind of like fits the bill. If only.
Smart looking Morrigan.
Yeah. Smart looking Morrigan. I want it. I need it. I'm literally like the SpongeBob meme right now. I need it.
I need it. At what cost? Everything.
Everything. And then, oh yeah, we finally have an extra that is not a Supreme Hero actually.
Yeah, it's from the Rekka series, right? This is the Kurohagane.
Kurohagane X.
X.
Yeah, actually in this thread, they basically like give you the reading, right? So they rate it as 10. But there used to be this Indonesian tokusatsu called Satria Garuda Bima. And then the sequel, they call him Satria Garuda Bima X. And he actually, like, when he transforms, he reads the X. So, like, basically, like, previously, after he transformed, he just said his name, right? So, like, Satria Garuda Bima. And then, like, after the sequel, he just read his name as Satria Garuda Bima X.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, oh my god, I mean, like, I don't know why, but that X kind of, like, takes me out of the takes out my suspension of disbelief. I was like, oh my god, this is the previous one is cringe, but like still within the realm of like tokusatsu. But like this one is kind of like takes me out. This feels like a normal drama now, and then I see someone wearing a spandex suit. But the rest of it is like really cool though. Oh my god, I still remember. Like, I also do a clip of like the final form version later. It's like, don't know why it feels jarring but like cool at the same time. But anyway, this card is the interesting thing about this card is like the usual green cards. At the end of at the start of your end during your end step, it can return to your hand at the cost of discarding one green only card. So it can set itself, sorry. So basically, you can use it offensively, deplete it, and then use it, and then reset it to use it defensively. Because also the Soul Burst trigger is when your opponent destroys or depletes your spirit or ultimate, it can then heavy exhaust one opposing spirit or ultimate, and then refresh one of your spirit. After that, you can discard all cards in your hand. If you discard at least one green only card with this effect, for each card in the opposing hand and open zone, you draw one card. After this effect resolves, you summon this card without paying the cost. And then during your attack step, all of your spirit that has Soul Burst, all of your green spirit that has Soul Burst, it's like all of your spirit that has Soul Burst gain one green symbol.
Yeah, all of your spirit with Soul Burst gain one green symbol.
Yeah.
Damn, this is gonna be insane in the Rekka deck as well.
Yeah.
As you're gonna refresh.
Oh yeah.
But I think
Oh
think the Ninja Guild deck is gonna benefit a lot from this. Because you really have the new S-Burst Ninja Guild cards. They are definitely gonna be able to extend in one turn. Because Ninja Guild deck is very aggressive and is known for its ability to OTK in a turn. The problem is that it always got stopped by Burst Wall. Yeah, that's the only weakness. And zero counter.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's
these two.
True. I feel like it's also going to be interesting because green has lots of cards that can return themselves to the hand during your end step.
Yep.
Like, yeah. I'm still not sure about how the interaction will work, but since they both trigger at the same time, I suppose you should be able to return the card such as Breeze Right to your hand, and then discard that same Breeze Right to set Kurohagane from your trash. Which, yeah, I mean, like, I asked Ayumu about it and I forgot whether he replied or not. I think, like, we got distracted by other topics and then we didn't talk about it anymore. So I'll have to ask Ayumu when it comes over next week. But yeah, if you can do that, will be pretty neat. Yeah. And since you do rely on Soul Burst, wait, yeah, now that you mention it, actually, we'll have to see how much Soul Burst we are going to get for this. For Kanetsu's
It's gonna be a lot
build.
of Soul Bursts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
Because Ninja Guild Soul Burst is one of the best things that happen in the deck.
Shinobi.
Yeah. Shinobi is never gonna stop, man. It's never gonna stop.
Yeah, even if they might revive him, but like even if he didn't get revived, he's still quite cracked.
You can just use the old one, yeah. The old one is good enough.
Yeah. And then speaking of new stuff from BS75, we are going to get not only Contract Grand Walker Nexus, but the return of Contract Spirits.
Contract Tensei cut. Never have I thought of this day, man. Like they have Contract Spirits, they have Contract Grand Walkers, and now they have Contract Tensei cards.
What they do?
Man, I hope both of this card contains arm machine.
Oh
yeah, so that we can just slap this card into the arm machine gacha deck. And you're just gonna play multiple copy of the Contract Spirit.
Yeah, just put everything inside the deck. We don't need that to be in the first time.
Don't even need to bring it out. But man, if they will be able to do a Contract Tensei cards, right? I really hope that the December set, the Brave set, the Contract Baronet is able to pair with the Contract Strike World.
Oh yeah.
If they can do that, that will be sick, man. Because they are basically partners, you know. Yeah, but if they don't do that, then oh well, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of wish that it
It's just
can
a
do that.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
I wish they do that actually, because that way they don't really have to invent a new strike worm. They just have to support the strike worm.
Mm-mm. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I hope they do.
Hopefully.
Because my strike worm deck is now I can't really build the deck now because
Mm-mm.
the deck is too slow already.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so sad. Yep.
Indeed.
I
Yeah.
don't even have Bildra already has his own Shin Korin already. Where's my Shin
Mm-mm.
Korin? Or Cho
Exactly.
Korin, sorry. Cho Korin already. Where's my Cho Korin? I want my Cho Korin.
True.
I want my Cho
Maybe
Korin.
maybe the Chokorin is the friend that we met along the way.
Yep. I hope we get it.
Uh-uh.
I hope the Baronet support is
Mm-mm.
something that I enjoy. You know, like we can if we can use the contract spirit, if let's say the Baronet contract spirit allows you to use the contract strike room,
Mm-mm.
and if I'm gonna bring it to Japan's finals.
Mm-mm.
This is yeah, I'm just gonna bring it to Japan final. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-mm. True.
Yep.
Oh. But by the way, where did you find that this card is a rebirth contract?
Mm?
I cannot know. How were you able to tell that this two will be like a rebirth card?
It shows two cards, and it says it's contract. You know, that's what I assume. You know, that's what I
Mm-mm.
assume. Yeah, I guess because they say they
Mm-mm.
introduce the in the product info
Mm-mm.
they introduce the card as a contract spirit,
Mm-mm.
and the contract spirit is from the Gekiha series.
Mm-mm.
So one will be Nova, and then another one will be Yujazu.
Yeah.
And the fact that they show two of these art together,
Mm-mm.
uh, I'm not sure if they're gonna be contract. I
Mm-mm.
don't think they are gonna be contract TX. If it's a contract TX, that will be funny as hell.
Oh no, they are not
It's
contract TX.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
So
be contract TX, that will be funny as hell.
so yeah. So that's probably going to be contract advent as usual, but yeah, still.
Contract Advent,
Uh,
contract Nova and contract Ijazu.
mm-mm.
Well, you can
Yeah,
slap it into the arm machine. It's gonna be fun.
exactly. Regardless, I think like
Yes.
that way it's going to be more toys for the armored machine. Regardless.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah. But again, if it is actually like a rebirth card, that will be really funny though.
I hope it's not.
Yeah, I hope
You know,
it's not.
it's
Yeah.
it. I hope it's not. You know, that would be because they already. I mean, they already do quite a lot of funny stuff around.
Mm-mm.
So I hope it's not a contract. But they did say it's only contract
Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
CX. So if it's not a contract, they will probably write it as contract TX if they ever do that. So
Or
let's hope they don't.
yeah, or maybe they can be funny by bringing back the tribute. Basically,
Oh, tribute.
yeah, yeah. So basically, instead of like sending things to the because like usually with tribute you send the cards to the trash, right? But like this one, instead,
Yeah.
it will be a new keyword like something tribute, and then you send the card to the trash as usual, and then you send the specified card into the soul state. Maybe they can do that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he can do that.
Yeah. Well, we will see.
We will see.
Or you treat it
Because,
as being removed by the opponent, which will be broken still.
yeah, because if it's gonna be a contract spirit, then we're probably gonna look right now. It's probably gonna be an emperor.
True.
Then it's just like the usual contract ground walkers. But I'm not sure, man. I'm actually not sure. Like contract spirit, the quality of contract spirits now it's not as good as contract ground walkers. Because contract ground walkers, they have a lot of protection on their own. And the fact that you have to play specific card to disrupt them is it's a lot. It's annoying already. The thing with contract spirit is that if it doesn't have a protection on its own, it doesn't do anything on its own, it come out and then it just dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they can kind of like the new, like at least for Nova and also Yggdrasil, for their contract effects to be much more stable, I guess. A way to stabilize themselves no matter what.
Yeah. Especially since they are going to be like a high cost contract spirit, kind of like the
Well, yeah,
one,
they're
right?
definitely gonna be high cost. They're definitely gonna be high cost.
Yeah.
Yggdrasil and Worm, yeah.
Yeah, and Sick Worm. Yeah.
Yeah, Zekworm.
Sick Worm. The poster boy of Battle Spirit Saga that got killed, murdered every single set.
Damn, so sad.
Yeah, did you know the meme? Because like that guy literally dies every set.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because like so basically during the trailer so the red country basically, like the red kingdom basically got attacked by the purple kingdom. So like and then there was like this kind of like a disaster where the soul core just fell from the sky, and then it will kill like normal spirits, but like when Silkworm like receives it, he transformed into Silkworm Nova.
Yep.
And then he uses the power of Silkworm Nova. He uses its power to fight Medyuk, but he lost against Medyuk.
Oh no!
And then he got murdered, and then he got revived as an infernal king zombie dragon something. So yeah, that was the first one. So as a mockery, basically Medyuk revived him as a zombie, and which actually is one of like the meta card set 1BS, because that guy basically is old Desperado, so basically sends one core from every single other spirits, and then you corpus one for each depleted spirit in purple. So yeah, corpus in purple. corpus in purple. But,
oh no!
And I actually won once with that guy on my, because like I was fighting against red aggro, and that guy was like spreading his board white. I was on like 2 lives, and then I drew that guy. I just summoned it and passed my turn. So, summon it, wipe his board, and my turn. And then anything that he can summon cannot go past that infernal king dragon anyway. So like, yep, I can recover myself slowly. Finally. We are on a level playing field. But yeah, and then on set 2, basically, yeah, the zombie version got killed. And because like and then the zombie version got killed, and then on the set 3, basically they desecrated his remains even further. So basically, on set 2 they were fighting against the vanity deity, right? So like, you know, like Catastrophe Dragon and friends, but like the saga version. So like they take the corpse of Silkworm and the corpse of the red vanity deity, and then they try to merge it to revive Silkworm, and which in set 4 he finally got revived as Silkworm Era. So the merged version of Silkworm and Era, the Red Void Lord. But like, of course, the personality is mostly still Silkworm, but like sometimes he lost when he fights, like he kind of lose control. Yep. So like once they won the war, like Silkworm just decided, okay, then I will just seal myself. So like he basically died.
Oh no, damn.
So like he didn't die physically, but like he cannot move. So it's like poor Silkworm.
So in the Battle Spirit Saga lore, he's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's as if it's written by a Chinese gacha game writer. It's like, you know, like Chinese gacha games, like no matter how horny the art looks, like no matter how fun like the gameplay, like, well, fun as in like it was supposed to be like kind of like a casual game, and then you actually like for once, how I wonder what is the story, and then like you just given some trauma dump like every single time. I was like, oh.
Yep, there's going to be some sacrifice.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you see Azure Lane and then you forget that these are like actual ships that got sunk at some point. Yeah, some of the saddest part about like playing Azure Lane and then like seeing the lore is like, ooh, I wonder if the ship is like, and then you find out that most of like the World War II American ships, even though they won the war, because like it was so costly, after the war they just sold the ship and then it got scrapped for metal. Yep. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of sad. That's not a heroic exit. Because like even the bad guys, it got sunk in a battle, right? So it kind of got like a heroic exit, and then like, you see the American ship that was supposed to be like, well, at least like from the point of view of their story, like they were supposed to be like the protagonists, and then that's the reward: got scrapped for metal and sold for money. Yeah, that's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a brighter outlook at life, because we have the return of the brilliant supreme hero Luna Arkagu, yeah. Yeah, that's a hard name to. That's a hard title to pronounce when I got to hit it, and now I'm thirsty. Yeah, it's a 100 piece. This card is unaffected by any effects in your trash.
You cannot retrieve it.
Exactly. So what warrant that much of a restriction? So Soul Burst activates when your spirit or nexus leaves the field because of the opponent. As usual with the new hero series, you can send one card from your Grimoire nexus to the reserve. After that, so regardless of you doing that or not, after that you can return one card from your trash to your hand or the top of your deck. So you can reverse your deck or return them to your hand. If you do so during this turn, one opposite spirit or ultimate all opposite spirit or ultimate cannot attack or block. Okay. Okay, so that's why you cannot recurve it. Okay, fine. After additionally, if the added card is a yellow only card, add one card from the void to your life. After this effect resolves, summon this card without paying the cost. And then flash during the player's attack step, once per turn, one opposite spirit ultimate's PP becomes 1000.
Damn.
Yeah, so the level 2-3 effect is just kind of like a callback to her original effect, which is not originally you can just pay 2 to kind of like change the PP again and again instead of like limiting it to once per turn. But at least now it's free. But like, yeah, the top part is actually kind of crazy. It's probably in Reka.
Cannot block, cannot attack, man.
Yeah, cannot block, cannot attack, and then everything. And then if you manage to return one, and which even in Reka, because you can return Mikazuki, you will probably be bringing Mikazuki as well. You can return Mikazuki and then heal one as well. Wow. I feel like I've just said something that I shouldn't have. Felt dirty saying that.
He's probably going to be playing at 1. I think 1 off. Because in a Rekka deck, I don't think there's a lot of slot for it.
Yeah. Don't think you will be playing this in Rekka, but like knowing that it is possible to do that is kind of like, ew. Ew, what is that? Because like with Rekka, like you cannot really recurve it, and then there's a lot of risks of you dropping it with the core church. But like the trade-off is you can heal, the other one is you can force activate it with Soul Dragon. So basically, then you have like another alternative for defense that actually do more things than just ending the turn with fish. Then I suppose. Well, fish, yeah. Especially now you have like lots of anti-ending the turn as well.
Yeah, I think having this card is pretty good.
Yeah.
But well, the Rekka series, you still have the yellow side that haven't been reviewed yet.
Oh yeah.
So I think I mean QB Fox.
Hopefully.
If they give QB Fox a Soul Burst, it's gonna be insane.
Hopefully, because like because like they have refilled like the PS75, but they haven't said anything about the Burning Soul part of it, if they will have any. But please, for once, please let Hanzo's deck actually be a proper deck. Like that's also like kind of like the interesting side of yellow that is rarely explored, right? Like a deck that actually forces you to use magic like kind of like as a tempo. It's like with Aphrodite, that you use magic a lot, but like with Palm and Aphrodite, they are pretty similar in which magic is kind of like a medium to kind of like control the opponent. And then you use spirit just to finish your opponent because that's your only way to finish your opponent. But kind of like the yokai that the Hanzo uses, kind of like, okay, so you attack with the yokai and then you use the magic to kind of like extend the attacks kind of thing.
That's true. That's correct.
Yeah.
You know, you can play, now that I think about it, you can actually play this into the yokai deck. The Tsukuyomi, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the burst condition is very easy to proc.
Oh, yeah.
So you can probably just tag this into Tsukuyomi, and then once you activate the effects, you can actually just prevent the opponent from blocking, and then you just go for game there.
Oh my god. Now that you mention it, yeah. Putting anti-block in aggro probably not a good idea. That's why they needed to limit the sheer heart attack at some point.
Yep. Sheer attack was pretty insane. I hope they never unlimit, and I hope they never create anything like that anymore.
Yeah, that's probably why like Flowlight Battle is kind of like only annoying and not broken.
It's so like sheer attack is so broken because the range, because every cat that you put out on the board, it reduces your BP by 1000. So it will put you under sheer attack range whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
And then the problem is that for an ultimate to block a sheer attack, you need to be at 20k or above.
Oh my god, I forgot about that
20k,
part.
You need to be above 20k to block using your ultimate. So the only way to do it is you have to put Nehejet and a Brave on top of it. And then something to protect the Nehejet from being reduced their BP. You know, you don't want the Nehejet to reduce their BP reduction. You have to put Nehejet at highest level, 5 cores, and then you put a Brave, and then you have to block all the cats that's gonna attack you.
Damn. That is indeed extreme. I kind of wanted to try it out in Morrigan. I don't know if it's going to work. Just because with Morrigan, then you can summon her. So basically, you need to play a little bit of tempo. So if your tempo is getting disrupted, then you can bring her out. And then you can use Morrigan's contract skill to trade her with another with another Prism Wing in your hand.
Actually, I think she's gonna be very good though, because Morrigan also plays Nexus as well, and you have the spirit, and anytime your spirit got removed, you need to have something coming back onto the board. Because thanks to the Galaxian set, you have I forgot what is it called already, the Virgo. You have Virgo as a way to be able to fly out because you have Yellow Dragon Nexus. Then now that you have Kaguya, you're gonna use the Kaguya first to be able to put herself on the board, and then use the Morrigan effect to bounce herself back up, and then you can summon either the Grandstone or some of the other cards that you can use to attack or extend, and then you can set Kaguya back onto the burst zone. So it's actually pretty strong. Yeah, you will never see her onto the trash unless she got destroyed or unless you cross charge her out. So regardless, she's actually pretty good.
Yeah, we're looking forward to see Kaguya. You have to pull her out first though.
Yeah, and then imagine you play in Morrigan. So the moment something got removed, she pops up, hi-ho, and then opponents just can't block. And they're just gonna swing everything at their face,
Yeah.
And then the good thing is that it also puts one card from your trash back to the hand or top deck. So you can basically use it to get something important back. Like maybe your AX, for example. Yeah. Your AX is very important. Then you can use it back, and then you can use the AX to extend or use it to defend. There's so much way to play. Morrigan, I think, is one of the very fun deck to just wet your hand with, because there is so much interactions that's going on.
Yeah.
And it's not overly broken. Like Morrigan, if you're playing in a very good hand, with a very good hand, it can finish the player's opponent maybe in turn 2 to turn 3. But only given that the opponent have no interaction at all. if your opponent has some sort of interaction, normally you will have to wait for a turn or two, then just get more stuff out of the board and then go for game. Yeah.
Nice.
Excited.
You sound very excited.
Yep.
Especially since Isis is not the only one getting cheated, because they also promised us Poseidon, but instead we got this card in with blue text.
These are the Destroyer series, right?
Yeah, this is the Primordial.
Primordial.
And
oh my god,
the strongest, apparently the Primordial that has been hinted all this time, Chaos is going to finally join the game. He's another one of those. He's just like Premia. He's like the narcissistic Grand Walker that becomes their own emperor.
I don't know about blue, man. Like every time they introduce the big baddies onto the blue, it always comes off disappointed.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put a lot of hopes onto this series, but maybe for the yellow one we can try this. But for this one, if it's gonna be super gimmicky, then we probably have to wait for maybe 2-3 years, 5 years to have it revived back into the eternal format.
Exactly, just like Kronos. Yep. Kronos finally playable.
Like Kronos. Kronos is so unplayable. It was supposed to be playable. Then one of his most important cards got banned because of the contract.
Yeah.
And then we have to wait for like how many years just to get something out of him, and now he's finally playable.
Finally, after all this time.
Yeah. And not just playable, and he can be a very good rogue deck.
Exactly. So like the problem is because it's the final boss, like it has to be broken. But because this is still a game, you cannot make it broken. So yeah. Exactly. So we will see what chaos will unfold when chaos came out.
Definitely.
Yeah. Because before that they have unleashed another blue thing that is way more pleasing to look at. Which is another.
This one looks like Gundog.
Yeah. This is the Artemis Chaser, Moonlight Randok, which is, as you have surmised, is the Diva version of Moonlight Gundog. Are you excited to be having an extra draw step and refresh step in Diva as well?
I don't think they're gonna give you. I think they're gonna let you choose either one. You know, knowing Diva's effect, they are not gonna let you have both draw step and refresh step at the same time.
Yeah,
they're gonna let you choose either one.
Yeah. Also, her tag is Grand Siesta, the team basically, because like Diva basically has their own color, right, based on the teams. And the Grand Siesta is one of like the new ones, but still like pretty well supported. Yeah,
the Grand Walker series version of the Diva, right? Exactly. You have the producer Alex and producer Lily.
Yeah. Which is, like one of the fun stuff is like back then when they first released, like producer Lily cost like 3 times the price of producer Alex. And then and then they reprinted Lily to the ground. And then now
Alex is exclusive.
Yeah, she costs like 3 times the cost of Lily. Yep. And then all they had to do to make Grand Siesta great again, like statistically, is to reprint producer Alex. And then what they do, they keep on like printing Grand Walker Nexus that might be able to replace Alex, but they divided her into like several different cards, and it ended up pretty messy.
Yep. I
Yeah.
don't think it's good though. Like every time they try to be very gimmicky with Diva, and I think it turns me a bit off because especially with some of the archetype, if you want to play, I mean, if you play in the Diva setting, it's totally fine. But if you play in the like you want to play with your friends, and the friends only have like what main set deck, sometimes the matchup is just downright unplayable, and it's not even because the opponent deck is meta. It's because your deck sucks.
It's
because the Diva sucks.
No, it's because you suck.
Diva sucks.
It's because you suck.
Diva sucks.
It's because you suck. I play just fine. I do struggle against Superstar with the diva that was supposed to be tier 1 at that time, but still, it's because you suck.
Yeah. No. I mean, realistically, you look at the people. Like, I mean, huge respect for the players that only play Diva, and they're trying to make Diva work in the standard environment. And I did see like a lot of some of the Diva decks, they made it through. Although they didn't win, they at least made it to the top cut. So most of the time, I always see Ryoba.
Yeah.
It's only Ryoba. It's only her. It's only her over all the Diva.
Because like as you said,
all
right?
the Divas, I only see her. I never see anyone else.
Because as you said, right? Like you want to make a deck win, like take out all the gimmicks. Ryoba is the one with the least gimmicks. That's why she's like the
Yeah,
code.
Ryoba is the one with the least gimmicks. It's just brave, hit, shoot, and then call it there. It's not that. It's very simple. But other decks like, I have so much gimmick, I can transform, I can do this, I can do that. It just doesn't work in the meta setting because they are just too fast.
Yeah. And like the only one that can kind of work is Rias Uruvoran, and that's because her deck is basically aggro.
Yep, correct.
Yeah. Now, like previously, like they give her all the skills, like you have to pair her with another diva, blah blah, and then like now, how do you win with Rias Uruvoran? Put all like the cost 1 diva that can search your deck, and then just slam everyone to your opponent. Like if your opponent has any blocker, like Rias can take Rias's gimmick can take care of that as well. So like, okay. And then like your opponent only has 1 life left. What do you do? Add one hit. Yep. That's how if you want to make a winning deck, just take out all the gimmicks. By the way, do you know why Ryoba is not included in the popularity poll anymore?
Because if she's included, she will always be number 1.
Yeah, she won 3 times in a row. From the moment she was introduced, she won 3 times in a row. That's why they have to exclude her.
Well, I just like the design a lot. Like she's just like among a lot of the diva characters, she's just very pleasing to watch.
Yeah.
And not to mention because the style, her artwork, and the design of her character. Every time she got introduced with a new outfit, she just looks very pretty. Yeah. So it's very nice. Even my friend, he really liked Diva as well. Like he specifically Ryoba, just because of the design.
Yeah, it's very nice. I still want the Sengoku Fest main stage with Ryoba on it, even though Ryoba is not my main girl. But like, Ryoba is like, it's just her artist like traded something in order to create her. I'm convinced. Like because like the other one of the 4 witches, like the blue 4 witch, like the girl that was supposed to be like the squid from the 4 demon lord.
Yep.
So she was drawn by the same guy.
Oh.
And she has quite some popularity, but like nowhere near the amount of that Ryoba has. But yeah, don't know what. It probably also helps that her gimmick is so simple that she can actually be used in the meta actually.
Yeah. Well, she just whack.
Yeah, just whack.
She just whack. Brave whack.
Yeah, just summon more big spirit, give them brave, and then like let Jesus take the wheel. And then we are talking about whenever we are talking about waifu, we usually talk about yellow, right?
Yep.
And so this one, I don't know if the effect is actually interesting. I just found it amusing that they are finally trying to give you an alternative so that you can have waifu in purple as well. Well, actually, now that I saw her head, they actually already did this several times. But yeah, I mean, like purple is probably the secondary waifu color in a way. But yeah, you have we have another new Dionysus card. That when your level 3 or higher nether card attacks, you can destroy that card. So like with the Satyrs earlier, can he reach level 3? Yeah, he can reach level 3, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can make it reach level 3.
Yeah, so you can just attack with Saltyros, destroy it with this card, and then
Snake vision your opponent.
Snake Vision your opponent. So basically, you send
Yep.
all cards from the opposing spirit or ultimate until they only have one left.
Yeah, it also counts towards your ultimate as well, because you only specify level 3.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And let's say if your ultimate got removed, if your ultimate got removed, you can actually summon this thing back again. The Mugen. If the Mugen got removed, this you can resurrect this card back once per turn.
Yeah, I read this card wrong actually. I thought you're destroying the attacking spirit, which will be funny.
Oh, you
Yeah.
discard this card, is it?
Yeah, you discard this card there. It's
Oh no, even better.
Yeah. So you discard this card and then you discard this card and then you do the Snake Vision.
Yep.
Yeah. So if the level 3 or higher lifts the field, then you can summon it. So you still have to pay the cost. But even then, when it is destroyed, you add one counter, and then for each 3 of your counter, destroy one opposing spirit or ultimate with 2 or less cores. Yeah.
Okay, the distraction effect is A-okay. I think the main point of this card is definitely the hand effect. The fact that you can Snake Vision your opponent is damn strong. Because if you remember Dionysus, the old Dionysus has a X-ray, right? You can plug 3, I think. 3 core from 3 spirits. And then for every spirit ultimate, for every spirit that you deplete, I remember ultimate doesn't count. You can plug ultimate, but it doesn't shoot. You deplete spirit, and then for every spirit it will shoot 1, and then the maximum you can shoot is 3, I think. Yeah, so during that time, Dionysus is also like a menace with that card. And then having this effect combo, you Snake Vision the card, and then you use the Dionysus O X-Ray to be able to finish the opponent off easily. So I think this card is pretty good. Well, let me see if I can find the old Dionysus. Yeah,
the Bacillus,
effect
right?
is... yeah, Bacillus.
Wait, Bacillus. Oh wait, it's not Bacillus.
Wow.
Bacillus is another card.
It's BS
Cavalier back
50. Yeah. Yeah, it's Battle Spirit BS 50. So
wait. Why do I search again when I can just Cavalier Bacchus? Bacchus. That's why. Oh no, all this ads is pushing the cards down. That's kind of not nice. Yeah, it's this card. So neither unleash 3 sentry cards from the opposing spirit to the reserve. Opposing field to the reserve. For each spirit depleted, send on opposing life to the reserve. Then by sending 3 cards from any purple Grand Connexus you control to the trash, send up to 5 cards from the opposing reserve to the trash.
Yeah, and then by using the cost 4, you put all of the spirit ultimate to 1, and then you'll be able to deplete all of them easily. And then this card is gonna boost this card's finisher power to the roof, man. Because you are gonna be able to finally shoot 3 already.
Time to bring back charge.
Yeah, it's because last time you can't really shoot 3 because it's very hard to plug 3 core from opponent field to reserve. Because Dionysus, you can't really play Snake Vision because you can't pick the Snake Vision back up. So you have to use other form of effect to be able to remove certain things. And during that time, it's not that strong of a card. Yeah, but now with this cost 4, especially because I'm sure they're gonna revive this card as an Emperor. So if let's say the effect stays the same or even better, then Dionysus is definitely gonna be one of the best deck in the format for sure. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I was about to ask you because like you said you are interested in the ultimate decks. I was about to ask you like which one is your favorite, but now I got my answer before I even asked.
Supposedly, I was actually interested in the Awakened Dragon. Because Awakened Dragon, Mitra design is pretty nice. Because I normally look at the artwork first. Then, as more review came up, I feel like Awakened Dragon doesn't feel like a very powerful deck. It reminds me of Armor Dragon. Yeah, but Armor Dragon is good because it has ways to increase the symbol very quick to seal off the opponent in one shot. But Awakened Dragon feels more like a gimmick where you just constantly be able to do the same thing over and over again. But I'm not sure because we haven't seen the AX yet, so the verdict is still not there. But if the AX, let's say if the AX is good, being able to shoot live or have some sort of protections, then I will still think Awakened Dragon is very strong. But as of now, the best pick I think is definitely Dionysus. Because we have experience with the old Dionysus before, and the old Dionysus until today is still a menace. The reason why it wasn't in the meta game right now is because of Nyx. Because there is no way to stop Nyx at the moment using Dionysus. Just every time the Siegfried came out, or every time Nyx activate the effect, you are guaranteed to lose all your spirit as Dionysus player. Yeah, but with the new Dionysus contract, you will be able to stop Nyx effects, but you won't be able to stop Siegfried. So at the very least, you have some sort of timing that you can kind of bank on. So you don't have to worry about like getting outright counter due to mechanic imbalance.
Damn.
So I'm looking forward to playing Dionysus because Dionysus, in my opinion, is the best purple deck to play against any purple deck in the format.
That's quite deep.
Yeah, because if you were to look at the purple decks, right? Hera, they always plug cores, they always reanimate. Then Nyx, they also plug cores, and then they focus on increasing level and reducing levels. And then after that you have Shiva focusing on destroying based on core differences. And then here you have Osiris. Osiris focus on plucking the core as well, just draw a lot and plucking the core. All of these purple decks, they have something in common is they have something to do with your core. So what Dionysus is good at is it doesn't have any of those. Because it doesn't have core for you to plug, therefore you won't be able to activate any sort of depletion effects. Because I'm 0 core in the first place. And the good thing is that Dionysus player in return be able to counter against purple player because he can plug their core. Yeah, so it became like it's not to say outright is like instant win. It's just to say that every time there's a purple matchup against Dionysus, you are usually in favor. Because purple decks, not a lot of decks have what you call that, cannot be guarded effects. So certain cards when they are 0 core, you normally if you are only a plug, if you are a purple deck that only plugs your opponent, then you can't really do much against them. Yeah, I know Hera do destroy certain based on core differences, so it's not too bad. You still be able to play against it. But Dionysus also have one particular fun mechanic they use is the what they call that really. Every time you dies, on maybe in the attack step or opponent turn, you are able to shoot one opponent life and remain on the field.
Oh, the destructive curse.
Yeah, destructive curse. Destructive curse is one hell of an annoying mechanic, as if you are not playing white or green. Because you will always have to go through their spirit no matter what, and they were just gonna block it with your. They are just gonna block it with a low cost spirit, and they are gonna activate the destructive curse no matter what. Because I remember there is one destructive curse that applies to all your spirit. So anytime something remove, I remember there's one. It's a 8 cost card.
Yeah, it's a medium.
Yeah, medium. Yeah, medium because it applies to like your 1 cost, and then you just take the 1 cost. Oh, it has 1000 BP, and then I'm just gonna block it with this. And no matter what, you're gonna take one, and that card is gonna come back on the board, refresh. So unless you have unblockable or you're bounce effects, you normally can't go through them.
Okay, no. They have to wait. This is the original version. Oh yeah, all your zombie family gain spell blight. The destructive curse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives all your zombies the spell blight.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's damn annoying. It's like, so it's a very good card. But it's just a bit very hard to summon it out because of the high cost. But now with Dionysus effects, I think this card is gonna see plays again. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Finally.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, I I was rushing and then I forgot what I was about to say. Oh my goodness, I'm getting old. But yeah, feels like, especially since the next qualifier wave 3 will be, it will be around December, right? So now we do have like the resonating stars will be around that time as well. The Diva premium boxes probably wouldn't change too much of things, unfortunately.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I actually miss both of the premium boxes. Actually, I already miss all of the premium starters for Diva. Actually, kind of sad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I have both of them.
Oh no, the Noah Floor and the
Yeah,
Witches.
Noah Fleur and
Oh no, I have
yep.
the Witches. Oh no, I have to.
Hey, don't wasn't it just two? I remember Feng Ni was one of them.
Oh yeah, so first we have Fonina. First we have Reoba, and then Fonina, and then they made the 4 witches because Flamsa and Andrea won the voting.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and then the second and third place is second and third place are Noah and Diana. So even though they didn't win, they gave them a premium box as well.
Oh, okay.
Cheeky Bandai.
No, a last attempt to get your money before you quit. They're gonna once they hit standards, that's what they're gonna do, you know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully in the standard Diva, they at the very least they introduce, because they did say they will introduce new units as the Diva deck. So if they bring back the old one and they introduce a new one, hopefully the power level is better.
Yeah. At least
No more of this watered down shenanigans, like when I initially get into Diva, I didn't know all this, and boy was my expectation crumbled. My expectation got crumbled real quick. I got humbled, It's like, damn, is this what Diva players have to suffer every time? Playing watered down effects?
Well, but I guess like in another way to look at it, that's also why I kind of enjoyed like the Diva only format, because until they introduce the contract cards, in which it kind of it doesn't really catch up to the speed of like the normal decks, unfortunately. But still at the on the other side of seeing it, it kind of like speeds up way faster than the other Diva decks.
Definitely.
Yeah, so previously before that, like playing Diva format for me feels kind of like just kind of like get to kind of like take a mental break, kind of like from the fast pace of like the main set decks, right?
Yep.
And then they introduce the contract cards, and then like, woo, why is everything so fast now? Everything is so quick, very fast pace. This is just okay. I went like this is probably like the speed of like a BS60, I guess. BS60 contract deck. So I was like, oh, okay. It's like this one is Vinil, this one is Shark. Okay, I get it. This one is Crow. Okay, I get it. This one is Crow, but it doesn't suck. Yeah. So that's more of I guess that's more of a way you can look at it. Yeah. Anyway, if you get the 4 wishes one, I will need to ask you about some things after this. Yeah. So okay, so you have been qualified. So now in the next step is going to be the national finals, right?
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, which I suppose Malaysia will also get for representative this year, hopefully.
Sorry, you saying?
Will you guys like so the top like I think like last year for you guys the top 4 of the national qualifier will go to the Japan final, right?
Oh yeah, that's what happened for for the last season.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure for this one. Maybe it's the same, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully.
Based on the structure, they never change anything.
Hopefully, because like also if you open like the official English website and then you see like the event page, like Malaysia is like twice the number of everyone else. Like, yeah. So I guess it's just fair that you guys like have like more competition in the national final, then you can also have more representatives to send, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully we can bring it back to this Southeast Asia this year, because we have like 4 countries from Southeast Asia competing. Like at some point, one of us are supposed to win, right? Hopefully.
Well, it's not too easy, but I guess it's just about enjoying the process.
Exactly.
Like even if you don't win, at the very least you made it there. So just enjoy the journey and then just keep playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess
I think if you focus too much on winning, sometimes you just lose sight of yourself.
Yeah.
Then after that, you just don't know what to do every time. Like if you lose, then what's next? You know.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
Yeah, but I guess like especially as an outsider, right? I think like it's also kind of fun to kind of like get into the excitement of like, yeah, like you have something to root, you have someone to root for. Of course, like if they don't win, yeah, it's not like why didn't you win? You should have played better, but no, right? But I guess like as kind of like a fan, then you should be able to kind of like fight together with your with the people you root for, right? Like if they win, then you support them further. If they lose, then you help to kind of like help them feel better in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So yeah.
Just do your best, you know, hope for the best. If everything goes well, then it's good.
Yeah. We win together, we lose together.
Win together, lose together.
Except with Singapore win, then that's another story. Wait. Okay, so let's like the narrative is going to be like depending on how we want to put. It's always depends on who we are talking to, right? Because like because like if Singapore loses, then haha, sucks to beat them. But like if Singapore wins, then oh yeah, we are Southeast Asia, yay.
Nice.
Because like I've been to Singapore often enough that sometimes I saw their news channel, and then whenever someone from Southeast Asia won something, they will always paint it like that. Like, yeah, this is a win for Southeast Asia. But if someone from Singapore win, it's going to be like, yeah, this is a win for Singapore. I was like, dude.
Well, I think it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
But I guess in a way, even if we all win, we are still from Southeast Asia.
Yeah,
so it's all good.
Yeah. And I think it will also be kind of like interesting as well, kind of like to bring more attention to, especially since now Pale Spirits unfortunately is as a matter of fact is mostly popular in East Asia, right? So like Japan, Hong Kong, that area. So like
correct.
Going to be pretty encouraging if they can kind of like bring more attention to the community outside of East Asia as well.
Well, it will definitely be a challenge. Hopefully they can do something about it. But honestly, with Better Spirit, well, they kind of have to. If they wanted attention outside of East, which is basically outside of region that plays Japanese, then they do have to release it in English. I think it's the only way. Because if you were to ask the Western players to play Japanese, where in their culture they have been playing English card game as it is, and reading the cards, explain the card. It's part of their thing there. And if they are not gonna play text in whatever language, they are not gonna be comfortable reading, because they have to go through a lot of hoops just to learn the game, like us. But it's not a matter of if we can do it, why can't they? It's more of the matter of accessibility. And I think it's very important to have Better Spirit available worldwide in the language that people are comfortable reading. Well, unfortunately, it's one of the smaller games that Bandai have in store now. I mean, it used to be big. We used to, but unfortunately now the big boys, One Piece and Gundams,
Yeah.
they are the one dictating the direction of the game. So if Battle Spirit Standard it was introduced and there was no plan for English worldwide release, then unfortunately we won't be seeing any Western
Yeah, no,
coverage
no,
for
no,
the
no,
game.
no, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. No, I was just talking about more into like, yeah, I mean like basically, because like I think like now, I mean like even in this, I was talking about like East Asia, but like now whenever you even with during just conversation, right? Like whenever you speak, you talk about like people who are like good in the battle spirits, kind of like, well, maybe not to the point of like infamy, but kind of like, kind of like in Dota, sometimes you get like the pro players, right?
Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
correct.
yeah. It's kind of, it's not really into to widen the current influence, but kind of like to strengthen the current influence, because we don't really see kind of like public figures coming out even from Hong Kong or Taiwan, right? Or Malaysia
Oh
even.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
Mm-mm.
maybe it's because Battle Spirit is smaller games.
Mm-mm.
I think that's one for sure. And then
Mm-mm.
it's very hard to do content creation for
Mm-mm.
a game that the majority probably don't really pay attention to.
Mm-mm.
Like a lot of like let's say you for Hong Kong, for Taiwan, the attention is probably gonna be on One Piece and Pokemon.
Mm-mm.
Those type of games where the mass audience they are more interested to look at because it's something that everyone is playing.
Mm-mm.
At least outside of Japan, Battle Spirit unfortunately is not a game that is something that the mass audience will try and pick it up.
Mm-mm.
The entry to barrier is very high and whatnot.
Mm-mm.
So in terms of you did say something about like having some sort of key figures,
Mm-mm.
some sort of key figures from each of the region to like cover the games and here and
Mm-mm.
there. And actually
Mm.
they do we do have. It's just that uh it's not. I don't think it's not something that we can be influential
Mm-mm.
about it
Yeah,
because
it's
if the
going to
game
be
it
have to
wasn't
be
big in the
natural,
first
right?
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. It has to be
Yeah.
nature because the problem is that if the growth of the game doesn't match
Mm-mm.
the like the audience that we want to push,
Mm-mm.
then no matter how hard we try to push the game, it's only going to be reach out to those the small group of people that are really interested in the game.
Mm-mm.
And
Ah,
it's not
okay.
necessarily a bad thing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad
Mm-mm.
thing. It's just that maybe that's. I mean, I'm not
Mm-mm.
sure if I get the question right, but
Yeah, I think.
maybe it's
Mm-mm.
just the fact that it's a
Mm-mm.
matter of the game can no longer grow.
Mm-mm.
And that's probably one of the reason why the whole reboot happened.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not sure if like in standard, one standard pops up, will it have the same popularity search like One Piece? It's
Mm-mm.
something that we have to see once the times come.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my focus is more into like not really people who intentionally like self-proclaimed content creator, like someone I know, probably someone that I see often in the mirror, but still it's more into like, like whenever you talk about like whenever there's a conversation about like who is the good battle spirits player, like now now actually like now the more that I think about it, like now like the name that come out most often is only Koma Inu, right? I guess the
Oh
kind
yeah,
of like,
because
yeah.
he's very influential. Because you have
Mm-mm.
to see like you can like I mean there is definitely players that
Mm-mm.
is probably similar levels or same levels or could be
Mm-mm.
even higher level than Komainu.
Mm-mm.
But there's a reason why that whenever we
Yeah.
say something about Battle Spirit, Komainu is the first player that we always pops up in
Mm-mm.
our mind. It's because he is very influential.
Mm-mm.
He do a lot of coverage of the game.
Mm-mm.
Competitively.
Mm-mm.
Then he do notes. He used to do a lot of notes.
Mm-mm.
Then he now hosts tournaments
Mm-mm.
for the community.
Mm-mm.
So he did a lot of things there
Mm-mm.
in the Japan community itself. So not to mention he also do cover the things that he do.
Mm-mm.
Like it has to be on social media, right?
Mm-mm.
If you don't say what you do, you will never know. Other people will never know what are the impacts you have done
Mm-mm.
for the game itself.
Mm.
So if you were to say like, oh, who is a good Battle Spirit player? I mean, we can name a lot of people.
Mm-mm.
Like, even Japan, there's plenty of uh good player. Like
Mm-mm.
players like Pure, Then players like Oda. These are players that they are good at the game, but they are maybe not at the level of they are key figures or influential figures. For the game. Yeah, I mean maybe in Japan community, these are the people that the name got pop up immediately when someone asked, who's good in Battle Spirit? And these are the people that got mentioned, and then it's normal. But the thing is that I mean not sure if I'm getting it right, but because knowing who is good in the game is not the same as knowing who is the go-to guy in the game. It's like if I look at Yu-Gi-Oh! For English content, I will normally look at either Simo or either look at Team Samurai. These people play competitively and they are good. But we won't be looking at like, who is the best players that probably doesn't do anything else but playing the game. Normally these people are only like within the community, they will know because they always pop up in their locals. But for outsiders like us, if we were to say, who is the best players, then maybe we can't really know aside from the things that we see on social media. So it's not as easy as to determine like, if this is the person, if I'm in this community, who I say is good at the game, because we are probably very similar. We are very similar in terms of levels. It's just who is the one that is putting out the works to put the game on the radar. And of course, if he's good, then he's also gonna be the one of those guys that got called out because he's good in the game. So yeah, this is the person that you should follow, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm getting the question right, because what I'm understanding is you are maybe trying to ask like, if I'm in this community and if I want to know who is the good players, will you be able to name me a few? And my point of view was that good players doesn't necessarily mean key figures in the community. Not to say they are not bad players or anything. It's just they are very good players, but they are only playing the games, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's a bit different from like, if you were to compare Komainu and you go to compare Komainu and maybe other players, then maybe that players is as good as Komainu or even better. But we wouldn't know because he didn't really advertise himself in the social media. That kind of thing. It's that sort of exposure that Komainu did that we notice him outside of Japan. It's that sort of thing. Yeah.
So basically, you're saying we need more narcissistic player in Southeast Asia as well. Well,
I think
probably not
really.
narcissistic, but like so active people who are active in social media, basically.
Yeah, I think the problem is that
I'm being too harsh on that language.
Yeah. No. I mean, narcissistic probably is just a different type of word. Because at the end of the day, when you are advertising yourself on social media, you do want some attention, right? So it's nothing wrong with it. And I just think that if the problem is that it's very hard to balance content creation and practicing the game. Because you want to share the game, but sometimes the things that you share may impact your competitive strategy. Because the information sometimes that you share is something that 99% wouldn't know. And sometimes it's only for them to figure out, or when they see you play it or when they see your deck build, they only figure out that that's how you do it. You wanted that sort of edge. I mean, it's a fine line between competitors. Nothing wrong with it. It's a fine line between the content creation and competitive players. Because you wanted a competitive edge, therefore normally like when you're trying to make content creation, talk about certain things, you tend to hold back. Like if you look at W1, I mean used to be W1. Like when Zumi was still playing, the content that he created, the deck list that he introduced, it was a good reference for a starting line, but it was never a good reference for someone that I want to pick this up for a tournament. Yeah, they showcase how the deck do, and that's about it. And normally these are sort of content creation style that the people are doing, and then that's how they garner attention here and so and so forth. So I think that's kind of sums it up.
Yeah, I think I already got what I wanted.
Yeah. Because if I were to say, oh, who's the content creation for Indonesia, then normally what comes in my mind is, who's a good player in Indonesia? Then it's probably someone like Farhan. But the problem is that I can name Farhan because I know Farhan in the community. So it's not something that an outsider would know. But if I were to say, oh, who's a good player and also a content creation, then yeah, it could be Tea Time Gaming. Then yeah, it's that kind of exposure and not say understanding, it's just things that you see. Yeah, so when the game is not as big, I guess it's a bit hard to kind of pinpoint who is just a better player because everyone is just grinding.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the other thing that I actually kind of like sparked my interest is also like the matter of language, right? Which kind of makes kind of like the Thai community a little bit unique.
Oh yeah, correct.
Yeah. Because like
I think,
yeah. Because like with Asia, right? Like the other interesting challenge is not everyone shares like we, even though like we are part of like the same economic bloc, like we typically don't share like we don't really share like a universal language. Right? Like of course, like we for the five of us in the bottom, kind of like shares like a Malay based language, right? So we can kind of like communicate with each other, and there's 5 countries in the 5 parts of ASEAN in the top bottom right, kind of like we can kind of like we kind of work with like other countries a lot, so we kind of are kind of forced to speak English. But like there are less demands in like the mainland, right? And I think like
correct.
also like the other interesting part is like with we don't really like with Southeast Asia, like the conflicts is always localized, right? Like whenever we have like kind of like even if it's a playful banter, like we are really comfortable with like bashing on Singaporeans. For us, bashing on Malaysians. For you guys, bashing on Indonesians. Kind of like we're kind of like comfortable with it, kind of like putting it inside the joke, for example. Like
I think it's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Like if you were to do it for someone that is not from this region, then to them maybe this playful joke can be harmful because they interpret it differently.
Yeah. But no, I mean like even though like technically like Thailand and Philippines and Vietnam is still part of our kind of like our circle, like we don't really hear too much about them. We don't really comfortable like joking with them, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. That's true. If you were to say in the context of Battle Spirit, Thailand is among one of the country where they are kind of like the hidden village. They only pop out during the Japan final because that's the only time we get to see them. Yeah.
And I think like I mean like Thailand is one of like the more countries that's open to like international languages, right? Like I think like more Thai people like speaks English. Like I think Battle Spirits is kind of like can kind of like penetrate, but also like kind of helps that they used to kind of like print Battle Spirits in Thai as well. Then maybe they can transition a little bit easier to like the Japanese version. It's like, okay, so like at least this is similar to something that I've known. Like I know all the mechanics. I just have to memorize the text basically.
Yep.
And the Thai Battle Spirits is really active actually. So yeah. One day I kind of wanted to kind of just make friends from the Thai BS community, kind of just to tie in everyone together.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, one day, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia.
Yeah.
Well, then we can add more.
Yeah.
Add more to the C group.
Exactly. Bring back the old empire. Bring back the old Majapahit Empire. Just stretch all the way from Indonesia to Thailand.
Yep.
Ah yes. No, like because like one of the jokes is like whenever for Europeans, it's like there's never a day that I woke up not thinking about the glory of the Roman Empire, right? Yeah. For us, it's the Majapahit Empire. It's like, we almost had it, didn't we? Fuck up with the succession thing, but like, we almost had it. Yeah. Or maybe I need to make a more active approach to make friends with Thai people. I don't know.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's something that eventually happened. Just take it slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully one day.
Yep,
And
we'll
yeah.
see.
Very well. Now that I have finally ran out of gas, I hope that you will be able to win the that wave qualifier so you can sell your Morrigan to me. If you are willing to sell them, because I always talk with Fikri about that, right? And then he was like, "Nope. If I win, I'm keeping the trophy for myself."
Oh no!
Oh no! I can't be the collector.
Yep.
Yep. You as a casual, I can't beat the financial readiness of an actual collector. So like, fuck. This is this is going to be hard. I have to get my specs from somewhere else. But yeah, hopefully you win the qualifier and the national final as well, so you can be the Singapore representative again for the second time. Cause
no!
Cause like last year when you go to the Japan final, I think they made a typo and made you a Malaysian champion, Malaysian representative. So like, yeah, hopefully this year they are going to do the right thing and write you as a Singapore champion again.
No, that's the other way around. What are you talking about?
Yeah. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, you can always send it to us at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, you can always comment down below. But don't worry, Ayumu is not going anywhere. If you want your questions answered, he's going to be back hopefully next week. Or else I'll probably be alone until he is done with his training art for Pokemon. And I'll be left alone until he comes here physically. Yeah. So yeah, Wilson, when are you going to come here physically? Germany? Exactly. Unfortunately, BSS is no longer here. Well,
Top
probably.
order, yeah. BSS no longer here.
Exactly. Maybe
I can be here for something else. Maybe for Gundam.
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
Yep.
The Gundam is in English though.
Yeah, Gundam is in English.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are playing English as well?
Oh no, we are playing in Japanese. But we have the Asia English version here.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, then we'll be looking forward to when you come here for Gundam then.
Well, if we ever made it here.
Exactly. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Great. Bye bye.